Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 4GQ TV. Today we have a very stacked panel and a very special guest who is from the community. Real quick, I'll just go through the normal panel that's here. We have That Mama Rocks.
Hello. Sorry, caught me off guard then.
There you are. We have Midway, the Hulk of Chicago.
What up, what up?
We have Mav, the biggest Eagles fan in Texas right now.
Not a true statement.
Very true, very true. We have Infinite, who likes to play a lot of retro games.
We're doing, gentlemen.
And he's also popping a Fun Pop mug from Mav's other show. He said it tastes very good.
Are you thirsty, Infinite? I think you're going to be extra thirsty this show.
Extra.
We have PK, the most electrifying man in all the YouTube land.
What's happening? What's going on? The most electrifying man in all entertainment. It's your boy PK. What's happening?
Good, man. What's good? Got to get Static Shock on. That's what we got to do.
Facts.
And then we have 3-Bit, who knows a lot of information, and anybody in the chat's allowed to ask him about the information he knows.
Not true, but hello, everybody. Nice to be on a panel with everyone again. All the four guys squad and also Voorhees. Nice to see you on here. And the chat is already booming, so that's
yeah,
awesome.
it is.
So,
That's awesome. Well, thank you
Cool.
for everybody coming to chat, but the special guest tonight is V. What is going on, V?
Hi, not much, just hanging out. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Seen some of your stuff on Twitter, seen some of your streams, and I see you play PC games in that Valorant clip on your Twitter stream. Man, that was a really awesome one.
That kind of popped off on TikTok. I was really surprised. I was really surprised. Got like 10,000 views on TikTok or something like that, and I was like, why? I just blew everybody up. But if you listen to like the original audio, there's a guy in the background. He's like, dude, just go get the ace. I'll take the bullets for you. Just run, go find him, go get him. And yet everybody dying laughing. It was great. Mhm.
awesome.
I've
Yeah.
never dabbled in the Valorant yet.
Oh, you should. You should. Well, you're gonna have a love-hate relationship. You're gonna hate it, and then you're gonna love it, and then you're gonna hate it again, and you're gonna hate it, but then you're gonna love it. It's like crack, you know. You keep coming back. Always, you keep coming back. It's addicting.
Yeah, I played it a little bit. It's got a lot of controls and
Yeah.
a lot of things going on coming off the heels of Overwatch. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, there's
This
a
is a
lot.
lot
There's a
here.
lot to it. Because each person has different abilities, which you can bind your own, keys. But I keep mine normal. But each person has different abilities. So if you're not familiar with a mouse and keyboard, you're gonna be looking down. Like that was the first mouse and keyboard game I ever played. So I remember like looking down, like trying to figure out what button to press, like in a panic situation. And it's terrible. It was terrible. But now that's my game. I love it.
Yeah, I heard you with the mechanical keyboard clacking those buttons there. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I was smacking him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Oh, yeah, you're focused.
Yeah, it was. Everybody was like,
Yeah.
in the comments, they were like, you don't even like flinch, like no smile, no like little jump up. And I was like, when you're in that type of situation, like your heart is pounding. Like I
Yeah.
am focused. My forehead is touching my monitor right now. Like I'm chilling. Like, let me go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Celebrate after.
Yep. Yep.
let 3-Bit carry everybody. That's my motto. Especially in Halo, he's really good. So V, tell us a little bit about yourself. How'd you get into streaming and all of that?
It was like 4 years ago. A very good friend of mine started streaming on Beam, which turned into Mixer, and he would post like his link on Facebook, and I went in there and I was watching one night. I was like, wow, like this looks like a lot of fun. I could do that. I could really do that. And it started out with a 65-inch TV, an Xbox, and a couch. And at that time, Beam was integrated into the Xbox. So all you had to do was go to your Xbox menu and hit go live. You could put a title, what game you're playing, and I did that. And then Friday the 13th came out. And with my name being Mrs. Voorhees, I kind of popped off for a while there. I was holding 100 viewers, like it went crazy. So then I started to slowly move towards using a laptop to run OBS just for better quality. And eventually I became Mixer partner. And unfortunately, they did a sturdy and they shut down last year, exactly a year ago, last month. And I moved over to Twitch, kind of stopped streaming for a little while because it kind of sucked, you know. You build this community, and you know, I always knew that Mixer could never offer me what Twitch could as far as like opportunities. But it was never about that. It was more like you knew who everybody was. So you had this sense of community and this sense of family that you don't really get on Twitch. You know what I mean? I go in and I raid somebody and it's like, hey, thanks. You know, some people will come back into my stream and say, hey, thanks for the raid. Like, thank you so much or whatever. But it was always the sense of community. I kind of stopped doing it for a while. I'm trying to get back into it now. I'm trying to force myself to get back into it because I love doing it. I love the people that are still consistently coming in. It's just hard. You know, that was like a smack in the face when they shut down on us. Nobody knew.
For all of us.
Nobody knew. Yeah. Yep.
Because we all love Mixer for everything. It was just
I was gonna say you look familiar. Was your name Jules on Mixer?
Nah, I'm always PK, only one and only. But yeah, for sure. I think Mixer was a home for a lot of people.
It was.
And it was a shock. Not just because of the platform, but like you said, the connections, the tech was, in my opinion, is better than Twitch. You know,
the co-streaming. Do you remember co-streaming?
Oh yes. Well, you can do up to 4 at a time.
Yep. You could co-stream with your friends. You know, a lot of people wouldn't do it, but I loved doing it. I loved playing the same game with your friends and them being able to see 4 different perspectives or 2 different perspectives of that game.
Right.
It was amazing.
That was fire. And like I said, you couldn't find that nowhere else. Plus they had that little option where, you know what I mean, if you was playing with you can invite your streamers in to play with you on a second joystick if you wanted to.
Yep.
You know?
That was great too. I never did that because I don't trust nobody, but you can co-stream on Twitch, right? But you have to be partner, right?
Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yep. Everybody got the contract for Facebook. I got the contract for Facebook. I declined the contract for Facebook. They gave you 30 days to sign that contract with a $2,000 sign-on bonus.
Oh, wow.
That's it. I'm sure some of like the bigger names on Mixer probably got something else. I don't know. I didn't ask. But I had already gotten my affiliate a while back on Twitch. And a lot of people were already following me on Twitch. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this out. And then I went back and wanted to test the waters on Facebook and didn't realize that I only had 30 days to sign that contract. And unfortunately, after that, they weren't willing to work with me or budge on that. So I stuck with Twitch.
And that's from the Mixer move, right?
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to heavily get back into
Twitch is probably a more mature platform anyway.
It is because you don't have, I feel like there were a lot more younger kids on Mixer because a lot of kids don't have a PC. They have an Xbox. They have access to an Xbox, which means they have access to Mixer. So you get a lot more trolls. You get a lot more kids wanting to see you play Fortnite. So if you were part of the Fortnite community, it was a lot of, can I play with you? But I don't really get that on Twitch. I think I got more trolls on Mixer than I got on Twitch or get on Twitch, which is crazy.
Probably because of access.
Yep.
But yeah. Gotcha.
Yep. Yeah.
So you like the Twitch community more so than any other community right now, or would you say? Or
I miss Mixer a
Um,
lot.
you miss Mixer? Yeah, a lot of people say that. I think it had a
Yeah.
lot of cool features on Mixer that, like in terms of the quality and some of the features it had integrated with like Xbox was really amazing
It
at the
was.
time. But unfortunately, I guess not enough people. I don't know what happened with Mixer. Not enough people,
Well,
I guess,
Oh,
was
he had to
going
choose. It's either
Yeah.
Game Pass or Mixer. He had to choose. So
Yep.
that's what happened.
there was a lot of things they could have done, a lot of things that they didn't do. A lot of money wasted on people they thought were going to bring traffic to the website that didn't. There was a lot of issues with Mixer, but it was still home for a lot of people. A lot of people quit streaming after that.
Yep.
Nobody
Yeah,
wanted to rebuild.
It's a life-changing situation, you know.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know,
That was
our
a lot of people's
friends,
full-time job.
our friends like Bloody Nux who streamed pretty much 12 hours a day every day. That was his home too.
Yeah.
It was rough for him to restart, right? He
Yep.
took a hiatus until he had to come back, right? So
Sucks. I'm at the end of my hiatus though.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
It's time to get back.
I've got to. I can't see myself doing anything else, you know.
Sure you can.
Mm-mm.
Looking
I
at it
want to
every day.
stream. No, I want to be a content creator. I just don't, you know, I've got to do it. And I feel like I'm holding myself back. It's only me holding myself back.
Well, hopefully this is a good step right here, hanging out with the
Yeah.
homies and
Yeah.
you know, let's get
Yep.
it in, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
3-Bit's already impressed with your Valorant skills, so I'm sure he's gonna be hanging around your streams.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah.
I'll give you a carry anytime you want.
Yeah,
Mm.
I like competitive games, like anything competitive where I can just get pretty good over time and just wreck people. That's my game.
Oh, I love it.
Uh,
That game is the worst though for if you're a girl, it's tough. It's very tough.
Is it the community? Like, are
Yeah.
they pretty toxic? Okay. Yeah, I
Mhm.
figured.
It's very tough. Get back in the kitchen. Why are you on here? Like you're a girl. Girls shouldn't be playing video games. And it's just so satisfying if you outfrag them, or I'll continue to target you if you're on the other team. Like I will come for you every single time. Like you're gonna die.
That's whack.
Hmm.
But
It is.
But the communities, I mean, a lot of communities is kind of toxic, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Call of Duty is bad too.
Call of
Mhm.
Duty is
Yes,
horrible
it's
in
bad.
general. Just,
Hmm.
it that game congratulates bad behavior in general.
It does. I think we were talking about that prior to going live about Warzone not having an anti-cheat system. And people just
They
get
need
away
more
with
than
it.
that.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
need
they
a lot
do.
of stuff.
Hmm. I haven't touched Call of Duty multiplayer since Black Ops 3.
Oh wow,
Yep.
that goes back. Definitely
Well,
goes back.
Yep.
Hey, you're not gonna be impressed with Cold War. That's to be honest.
No, I have it. I bought it and I'm dumb because I continue to buy these games with high hopes and I play them. I'm like, this is trash. This is trash. No, I'm not playing this. It's bad. No.
Definitely not a fan of that.
Mm-mm.
You know, I think you brought up an important topic though when it comes to you know, streaming and toxicity that females you know, get from other male streamers and other male players. And it's wrong because females actually, there's more female streamers and more female gamers than there are males. They did a survey a while back, and I think it's something like 55% more female gamers than guy gamers. So,
Really?
yeah. A lot of females just don't want to, I guess, out themselves or talk just because they're afraid of the toxicity.
Oh yeah. If I'm solo queuing, I won't say a word. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Because I'm so terrified that if I say a singular word and they're sexist, now my rank is going to be thrown because they just don't feel like girls should be playing the game. So there's
Yeah.
times where I won't even talk. Then there's times that I do talk, thinking it's okay to talk, and I could kill 4 out of the 5 people and be in a 1v1 situation and not kill the last person, and it's all my fault because I'm a girl. But if it was a guy, they'd be like, "Oh, good job, like good try." But because I'm a girl, it's my fault. It's my fault. It sucks. It sucks.
Well, you have Mama on the panel, who is also a gamer.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Mama what she did. Like, did you ever have to deal with that nonsense as
Only
well?
when I went
or-
like streaming.
like
That's why I
streaming
stopped
or
streaming.
oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
There was a lot of pressure. I didn't used to stream with a cam, so I started on Mixer. Then when Mixer went, I moved over to Twitch, and I never used to stream with a cam. I was really happy with that, but I had a lot of pressure on me to use a cam.
Yeah.
Tested it out one day. Within 10 minutes, I blocked I don't know how many people, and I
Yeah.
never went back to streaming again.
I was partnered, and everybody tells you you can't do it without a camera. Yes, you can. I got partnered on Mixer without using a camera, not once.
Wow.
But I was pressured to use it just like you. And I used it, and people can sit here and say all day, like, don't listen to them. Like, you're never gonna see them in real life, but that gets to you. Like, the things people say, like, it hurts. You can sit there all day and act like it doesn't bother you, but it bothers you. Like, where are your parents? Who raised you? Like, that's not okay. If I ever caught my kid talking to somebody like that online, no way. No
And
It's-
more needs
it's
to be
a-
done about it. Just because they've got a screen doesn't give them the right to say whatever they want.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's the power of anonymity. You know,
Well,
Yeah.
they think they're anonymous, but really,
And internet gangsters.
We know who they are.
They're not really anonymous.
find
People are
out.
Stupid.
Yeah. Mav, I want to go to you as well because your wife Caitlin streams, and she hangs out with you guys. Do you guys ever have problems with people trying to be toxic to Caitlin?
During Xbox Ultimate podcast this past week, yeah. So we had somebody in the chat who got upset that she turned her camera off.
Oh wow!
And it does happen though.
I called him out, and then he said some mean things after I called him out, so he got blocked. Right? Like, I mean, it happens, and now it happens even to me too, right? So it's not only exclusively a female problem, but it is very heavily weighted more towards females, where like for some reason there's just like I guess guys just like think they can just say what they want, or they see. I think it has to do something with like attraction and being like something like that. Like I am upset that I can't have what I'm looking at on the screen. So like it's like I get to be an asshole about it or something. I don't know what it is, right? Like what
the psychology of why they do
that mentality. But there's something there about people just feeling upset watching somebody else be successful or have fun or have joy in their lives.
I think
they
it's
feel
more
like
or
they need
less,
to they need to attack it. They feel like they need to attack it.
I think it's more like they look down on women gamers, period. And that's just what it is.
Well, a lot of people think that we get stuff handed to us.
No,
because we're girls. We're thriving only because we're women.
Like if you smack them, they really get mad because then.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, I think there's like it goes into society too. Like for some reason, a lot of men think they're above women. Period. Right. Just in society, and that goes even beyond gaming, which is like a completely shit thing to even say. But it's just it's a reality. I mean, like people. Some people have that mentality where they think they're above women because they're a man, you know what I mean? And when they're behind that keyboard, sometimes those personality traits that they actually don't reveal in their real lives come out because they feel like they have the power to do so all of a sudden. And we see that, all the time with this kind of stuff, and social media as well. We see that a lot of that stuff come out in social media. But yeah, it happens to Kate. and then it had like I said, it happens for different reasons to different people for being targeted for different things, right?
Yeah.
And I think being female, even though it's like half of the population, unfortunately seems to be one of those things. It doesn't even make sense why somebody would target somebody for being a woman.
It's a stereotype, right? And then
100%.
part of it, like I said, is they have this this mental, like my sister is a woman, and some people don't like taking orders from a woman. I love her, you know what I mean, but she's the boss, and some people don't want that. They want to be the boss. They don't want no woman to give them orders or whatnot, and be above them, right? And it's just that thing. They just have that mentality. They look down. They feel like the women should be below them, or not just women, but women and whoever they may feel should be below them. You know what I mean? And they take out how they feel because they frustrated. They can't beat you, so they just run their mouth.
Well, PK, just to I guess clarify, what a lot of people probably don't know what a CISO is, right? It's
my bad.
No.
My bad. It's a security information officer. She's the boss of cyber security. So I work directly upon her. And like I said, she's amazing. Dope person to work for. But a lot of, because she's a woman, she gets a lot of flack. A lot of people, don't want to believe her. She's smart. Like she's dope. And regardless, she has to prove herself twice as much as her colleagues at the same level. You get me what I'm saying? Because, and it's not saying that my environment worked with her, but just in general, her life, working her way up. You get what I'm saying? So it is a thing, a stigma. And yes, it is in the gaming community for sure.
It's everywhere.
But it extends through that too. So yes, I do believe that women are definitely given the short end of the stick in any of the entertainment industry, right? They had to work twice as hard to make it where they at. If you ever listen to Issa Rae's story or Tiffany Haddish story or any of those people who are where they at now, like how rough they had it to make it where they at. It's a thing. So I feel like some people live in a bubble, and it's our job to have hard conversations and bust those bubbles and show them like people are people, man, and that's how you got to view them. Not less than, not below you, but it is what it is. Like V is a gamer, that's how I view her. If she on my team, she on my team. It ain't got nothing to do with me treating her no different. I'm gonna treat her just as rough as I do on my other friends.
Right.
Yo, get that.
Yeah.
Get that. Get good. Stop
Yeah.
playing games.
I don't care
You know
if
what
you're
I
a boy
mean?
or girl. I tell
Right.
people that all the time. If you're trash at a game, you're trash. It has nothing to do with you
Facts.
being a girl or a boy. If you're good, you're good.
Facts.
Nothing to do with you being male or female.
Right.
Yep. I love that though. The way you explain that women have to work twice as hard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a stigma around female streamers that because we're girls and yeah, we're more appealing visually. That doesn't mean we don't get 3 times the hate. We have to put in more banned words or you know what I mean in our chat that aren't even allowed to come up because Brad feels like he wants to come in and talk about something inappropriate. You know what I mean? So yeah, we have to work twice as hard. And yeah, I might have an advantage because people might find me attractive, but at the end of the day, I'm not here to be attractive for you. I want a game. Like that's why I don't like using my camera, because I feel like then the focus is taken off of my gameplay and put on me.
I mean, for some people, that is what they trying to do.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And sometimes that could be a misconception, right? Because they're trying to group you into some other people, and that's their hustle. And I ain't even hating on their hustle, right? That's their thing. That's what they do.
Well, PK,
Well, I feel like
I gotta cut you off there real quick, PK, because somebody did a hot tub stream of peanut butter, and it was getting a lot of views.
Hey,
Peanut butter.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
people don't have to watch it. It's not forced on them. They can watch it if they choose to, and at the same time, that's their hustle. And I can't get mad at that. Everybody has got to be okay with the way they live, and it's not for me to tell them otherwise or to judge them otherwise, because I ain't no angel. You know what I mean? I told you how I grew up, and the thing is, people just still got to view people as people and not try to judge or throw stereotypes and put them in a box and say this is what you is and this is what you are, and you know,
people I
this and
think
that.
are so scared of people being individuals that they're too scared to see somebody for what they are. So there's categories, and they group everybody into like these like 3 basic categories. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't group all of the same people into one category. You cannot group every single male streamer in one category and every single female streamer in one category,
Right.
because everybody's, you know what I mean, content is different. That's why I
Right.
don't view like streaming as a competition, because what I'm putting out is different than what you're putting out. We're going to appeal to 2 different audiences.
Facts.
Always. It's not a competition.
And you just remain to your core.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. So, you know, it is rough.
There's also the thing that other people don't realize, and I've heard this because I have a lot of friends, male and female, and they, them, and non-binary. But I hear a lot of things too where, especially like in different circles of female streamers, like sometimes they compete too hard with each other, they argue with each other. So it's not like, you know, a lot of the internet has this wrong perception where it's like, you turn on the cam, you're a female, you're gonna get a ton of views, and they don't realize that females are arguing with each other trying to get views. There's a lot of gossip going on behind the scenes. Then you got the toxicity, you got the trolls, you got the male chauvinists. So I mean, it's definitely it's you know, people think it's easy being a female streamer, but I think it's a lot harder. I think there's a lot more pressure, to be honest with you, to especially to make it just because of the perception that everyone else has. And I know we kind of,
again, that goes with society too, though, right? It's not just streaming where it's probably harder to be a female, right, than being a guy. Like the whole society's shaped like that, unfortunately, right? So it's like kind of like a mirror of that. But yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. And I know we kind of got off topic, but I think it was a very, very important topic to discuss.
You know, I do want to say one thing about that, because I think what V was saying about the webcam thing is just like so annoying to me. But like it sucks that a lot of female streamers have to feel like they have to do that. My sister initially, she started streaming and she just stopped streaming like because of all the comments she would get. And I remember that was like years ago. And just so someone can be seen as an individual, what a lot of streamers are starting to do is become like virtual characters, right?
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, so that way they're seen more, like their personality shows a little bit more. So and they feel like they need to do that, otherwise people just are judging how someone looks, right, rather than see them as a person, which kind of sucks. But yeah, it's just it sucks that it's such a huge part of gaming, but it is also amazing when you get a community who is also very supportive. I will say that, because I know we're talking about the negative side, but there's also a pretty good side to people who support you. So yeah.
So just to go into the next thing, you know, I know you play Valorant, but any other games that you enjoy playing?
I dabble in Warzone here and there, but I can't with that game. Every week there's another gun that's like OP, and people like I like to run and gun. So in order to win on that game, which ultimately that's why anybody plays any game is to win, you have to play so slow and passive, and it sucks, and you still die, sometimes by a cheater. I've tried to get back into Apex. I used to play it on Xbox. I can't do it. The movement is so weird from anything else that I play. I was trying to kill somebody and I ran up to him, was shooting him. I started punching him out of nowhere. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. Started punching him. I was like, no, that's enough for me. But I've been playing a lot of GTA RP lately, and I'm addicted to it right now.
Yeah.
Yep. So when I want to step away from Valorant, I just get on RP real quick. It's fun. It's like virtually, you know, when COVID hit, obviously we were all stuck in our houses, and it's like virtually hanging out with your friends. Really, you can be anybody, you can do anything, you can be yourself, you can, you know, it's crazy, but it's really, really, really fun.
I gotta
But
try
that's
that.
about it. You do, you really do. I'm telling you, you're gonna get addicted to it.
The RP in GTA. Yeah, it is really addicting. I played it like back before GTA 5. There was a server called Crazy Bob's on San Andreas, and I remember RPing on that, and that was pretty intense and fun. People took their jobs so seriously with
I
like
know.
the cops, like they actually do their job.
They really do. They really do.
Yeah, it's really cool. So if it's anything like that, then I gotta
yeah,
try
you can
it.
be a cop, you can be an EMS worker, you can drive taxis, you can be a mechanic, you can work at the burger place. There's gangs, like it's crazy.
I can't be a ninja. It's dead.
I'm sure you could be a ninja. There was a Yeti walking around one day. You could be anything you want.
It's just like, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, that's when there's nothing out right now where I'm just like, yes, I can't wait, you know what I mean, to get home and get on there and grind whatever, you know. Nothing. It sucks.
You don't want to see my library. I play a little bit of everything.
Do you? What are you playing right now the most?
Between PSO, we got I do get on to play some Guilty Gear Strive. We got Smash. We got I'm a big, huge fighter in game, dude. And I do play shooters. I mean, Road Company is fun. That's one of the games I like playing.
I played that for a little while.
Yeah, I like playing that. I just put away Gears because they just stopped crossplay. So I was like, I can't play this no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I play it. You have no idea. I put hours into a little bit of everything.
I wish I had something to grind.
I had that fast hazmat game, but I had no idea what I was doing. And I kept getting killed by the ghost.
The Phasmophobia?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that one.
No, I played that like twice. I was like, y'all about to make me have high blood pressure. I ain't playing this.
You might like Knockout City. That one's great.
Yeah, I did stream Phasmophobia, and we played. I don't know if you guys ever played Pacify. That's another scary one. There's like two different ones you can play, like two different levels, and that was scary because of the jump scares. I literally have a clip of me jumping backwards in my chair and screaming. Yep.
Good one. Have you tried or heard about Knockout City?
I have watched people play it. Isn't it like dodgeball?
It's like competitive dodgeball because you
Yeah.
can get really smart with it.
There's people I was watching and they're like, my team's dog. And I was like, aren't you just like playing dodgeball? Like,
that's what you think.
They were like, no,
Then
you have to
it.
throw the ball a certain way. And I was just like, oh, okay. I'm just here to watch.
There's different types of like there's different dodgeballs. Like there's one that explodes. There's one that you can throw multiple of, and then you basically, it's like a mind game because you can pretend like you're gonna throw it, and then someone tries to block it, and then you can like hit them with it. I don't know. It's like really fun when you have a good team and play it. It can get kind of competitive
I
if
might
you
try it.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of
I
people play.
recommend.
I know a lot of people who are playing it and they're like, I'm so addicted to it. I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I would just be like, all right, I'm done. Kind of like what was that one game? Fall Guys.
Oh, I love
Everybody
that.
was playing
Oh.
that.
I love
I
that
played
game.
it once and I was like, I hate it here. I'm leaving.
Nice.
Still never.
I would
still
say-
never won.
The main difference is like the competitiveness in the Knockout City. It can get pretty crazy, and then
Yeah.
also the teamwork, where like that's Kate's main game now. She's Knockout City is it for her right now.
Maybe like
I think it's
Animal
got legs. I think this one's gonna last.
Yeah,
I thought
hope
Animal
so.
Crossing was gonna last too. And that kind of died.
Well, lady's talking about turnip farming. Is she talking about that in Animal Crossing?
I tried Animal Crossing. I couldn't figure it out. You need like a stick to jump over the river. And I was like, man, where do I get this big pogo stick from? I couldn't figure it out. It's just like, you know what? I give up.
I'd say one game I miss playing that I really love from last gen is Overwatch. And I'm definitely looking for part 2 to come out.
I used to play on Xbox.
Yeah.
lot.
Who's your main?
Farah.
Nice.
hmm
I was a Junkrat.
Yes,
My
Junkrat
friend,
as
Yep.
well.
Junkrat, yeah.
Yeah.
he
Farah or
hates Farah.
Soldier?
Which one
Soldier's
is the
good.
one that she has?
Soldier's
Gosh, she has that beam and you can attach turrets to walls. What's her name?
beam that you can attach to walls.
Yeah, she can attach like things to walls, like pretty much like set traps, and it shoots lasers. And I think, gosh, it's gonna bother me. Is it Symmetra or
Symmetra?
something? Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
There you go.
I don't think I've ever
like her.
touched her.
She's
Probably
great.
the worst character in the game though. Maybe-
Hey,
I am a diva man.
you do good with her.
I
Oh,
tried
Diva?
Diva. I didn't really like her.
Oh man, she's busted.
I like being up in the air and shooting them,
Yeah.
and I could do that with Farah.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the turret guy, the guy that like has the wrench and stuff, and then makes the turret stronger.
hmm
Oh yeah,
That's the guy I was like,
the-
I don't
the
know his
dwarf
name.
guy?
Yeah,
The
the
dwarf
dwarf
guy?
guy. I don't know any of their names. I mean, I've never really got into Overwatch that much. It's fun, but like the main mode that they always used to play with the big truck thing driving through the map.
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
fighting I just thought that was like stupid, and I didn't really like the mode for some reason. But like the dwarf guy, I do like the mechanics, and I like the dwarf guy. He was a lot of fun to play as because you could get a lot of kills with those turrets if you place it properly.
Yeah.
And in the right position when you're battling over space, and the people are just like oblivious to it, right? So yeah, that guy's fun.
Nobody ever shoots a turret out.
What's his name? What's
Yeah.
that guy's name?
I don't know.
Torbjorn.
Hmm?
Nope.
Oh,
Bjorn? Bjorn?
Torbjorn.
What?
Or Torburn? Okay.
Man.
Did you say Buren?
Bjorn?
it is spelled weird, isn't it? It's like, I don't know.
Torbjorn.
Like TORBJORN.
Somebody
or
spell
something.
it in the chat, please.
Torbjorn
It's
or
like
something.
Mjolnir.
Here's
Yeah,
Torbjorn.
He must be Scandinavian.
Torbjorn?
And then his daughter is Brigitte. And she's in there too.
Yeah, there's a lot more characters from the last time
Is
I
there?
played. Like, goodness, yeah.
It's like
I seen someone
Apex.
streaming it.
So
Yeah,
when
Put
is
on
the
there's
second
Apex,
one
and there was
coming
like
out?
so many new ones.
When
I have
is the
no
new one
idea.
coming out?
I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about it. Let me look it up.
Hey, 3-bit, we need to get on some Overwatch, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. I love competitive games. That's my thing. It is my thing. I'm sucking at like there's two games. Okay, this is my focus right now, right? I'm trying to get good at Mario Golf because I keep losing to Lady, and I'm losing to like
You might be,
AI. Okay, I'm losing to AI.
Wait,
And-
but
and,
like what
It's
Mario?
bad. It's the Mario Golf, like was it the new one? Super Mario Golf or something?
Rush,
Whatever just
like,
came out.
Super Mario Rush Golf or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know it's a Nintendo game. Not a lot of people. I don't know. Most people on the panel are probably PC or Xbox centric. But dang, once I get good at that game, then I will move on to like a Overwatch or a. That's my focus right now. Okay.
So let
I'm
him
gonna
win,
get
lady. So
I'm
that
gonna
he
get
can
good
win-
at that game.
He can continue
Yeah,
to
so
play
me-
something else.
I got so many highlights from Overwatch. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I was decent at Overwatch.
Post them
I
on
was
TikTok.
decent. I should get a TikTok.
You should.
Fun
Yeah,
fact,
you're not the first person to tell me that.
TikTok
You know-
is huge right now.
Fun fact, my high school is 2-time state esports champions in Overwatch.
Sheesh.
I thought you were gonna say TikTok champions.
Yes.
Is there like an easy way just to link your TikTok to YouTube for like the shorts?
You can link your YouTube, your Instagram, you can link any other social media. So what's great about TikTok is there's an actual algorithm to when you should post, when your post is going to get seen the most, and the hashtags that you use, kind of like Instagram, like when Instagram first came out, when everybody hashtagged everything. But TikTok, I should do it more. I'm sitting here preaching, but I should do it more. But if you link your Twitch in that, and like say you have one clip that blows up, or your YouTube, or whatever your platform of choice is, that's huge to have.
So
that traction.
what are you mostly posting on TikTok? Because I always see like dances, I see some
Valorant.
cooking videos. Okay, so Valorant. So is it your clips? It's your clips of Valorant,
Yeah.
like the one I
Mhm.
saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering like what a gamer would post, like if you're.
Some
I guess if
people are
you're
like I just started recording clips for this series. I'm gonna do. My friends are gonna kill me. We'll be in like a lobby and like playing, and it'll be like a ranked game, and they'll be just doing something stupid, and it's gonna be like reason number like 3 of why I'm hard stuck silver, and it'll be like my friends doing something stupid, and I've got like 10 clips for that. And I'm gonna start like a little mini series of them doing stupid stuff, and I always tell them like, this is why I'm hard stuck.
Mama has a
Mhm.
TikTok. What do you do
Uh-oh.
on TikTok, Mama?
Oh my god, lady. Exposing me like that. Right, I haven't done one in ages. It was lockdown.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everybody's
Josh,
looking
you
for
just-
Mama's TikTok right now, real
Oh,
quick.
please don't.
I'm gonna start a
Is that
TikTok
located?
and
Is that TikTok? That Mama Rocks as well? Just asking for a friend.
I'm gonna start a
Probably.
TikTok 3-bit,
No comment.
and you already know what the first video is gonna be.
Oh God.
Is
Oh,
gonna
Mad
be
the
his
Mad
video
video
song?
Pennies.
I'm just a 3-bit.
There
Looking
you
for
go.
a pony. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is
Doing
so
the dance. Yeah.
My daughter has a TikTok. She's actually got 2 TikToks, and she is a TikTok star. She does very well. People recognize her at her job, which scares the crap out of me.
That's
And
scary.
her highest video got 2.4 million views.
Oh wow!
And
That's
Wow.
great.
she's always raking up like 100,000, 200,000 views. She tried going live. She got like 1,000 people in the chat talking to her. Like it does creep me out though, as a father. So I kind of like tell her like, be careful if people recognize you at your work. Try to calm it down a little bit. I don't want people showing up. So yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
little worrisome.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
That's pretty cool though.
you got the wrong
Like,
person.
At my high school I work at, like, kids will just stop what they're doing as they're like walking to class and create a video. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful
That's
with
cool.
that stuff.
Do they stop and say, "Oh my gosh, is that Midway Monster? Did you see?"
The
That's me
Hope is
playing.
Chicago.
Yeah, me walking by like Sasquatch, just like
Yeah.
what are you
just like, yeah.
doing? Yeah. Might get to class. Jeez.
I feel like there's like these terms where I'm like, I know I'm probably the youngest on the panel, but like there are these terms where it makes me feel really old, like bussing. And there's some things on like TikTok where I'm just like, oh, what is this thing on TikTok? So I want to get into it though. I
We
think
were on
TikTok's really cool.
vacation and we went out to eat, and the waitress came by and she was like, "How was your food?" And my daughter it's gonna be 10 next month. And she looked up at the waitress. She was like, it's bustin'. I was like, oh my God.
Wasn't that a song? Hey, what was that Florida rapper that used to say that all the time?
I don't know where it comes from.
Me either.
You guys would educate me
Florida.
if you know.
That's the first time.
Hey,
I've
you
heard
need to
it.
educate me.
It's a Florida term.
I haven't got a clue.
It's that
It's a Florida term.
yeah.
I never heard it. The terms that my
You
daughter
heard it.
used
Everybody
to use.
heard it. You just don't remember. Everybody heard that.
My daughter used to
Really?
come home and say "cray cray." That was real popular in
Oh
Florida. for a
yeah,
while.
cray.
They still say that.
Oh, that's cray cray. I'm like, what's cray cray? It's like, that's so cray cray. I'm like, what, crayon? It's like, no, like crazy. I was like, oh.
Crayon.
Really?
It's like,
See, if I
how
say
that's
it,
what
I get told off.
Really?
All right,
Right,
I
stop.
did the research. It
Embarrassing.
says bustin'. It's synonyms with smacking, jumping, bracking, hitting. And this mac and cheese is bustin' in songs. Got this chopper on me that I'm bustin' by
Yeah.
Trippie Redd.
Using that one.
The fact that we were looking this up and we're just
I
like,
know.
Hey, look.
I mean,
even-
that might
even-
mean we're too old to know it.
Even
That's why we're all looking
Dragonheart
it up.
Yobi in the chat says a Florida term. I know it's a Florida term. I know better. You know what I mean? My fam.
at least,
my
at least you
family
knew
from
that. I was just like,
You ever
I
heard
don't
of
know.
Bustin' Justin?
Justin,
No.
Justin.
I probably
I'm
don't
gonna make that
wanna
a
know
thing
what
here,
that
though.
means.
Oh yeah, man. No, I have no clue.
It says
Of course,
bustin'
man.
is a new sport. Okay,
I-
never mind.
Doesn't she say that in that one song? It's like busting. Is that what she's saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is you is bust?
Busted.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Just remember it takes 10 years for the dictionary to recognize it, so let's hope it dies soon.
Probably won't.
All my students say it, so probably not anytime soon.
So
we just had a
Hey.
sleepover with my daughter and had two of her friends over for my daughter's 10th birthday, and they said the potatoes that my wife made were bussin'.
I
So,
feel
that was the
old.
first
Don't
time
make
I
me
ever
feel
heard that.
old.
do they still use the term lit? Like, that's so lit?
Oh,
Or is
lit.
that gone?
Mhm.
I still
I,
say
I
lit.
like lit. Lit can stay. Bussin'
That's
can go.
litty.
They say slap.
Slaps.
Mhm.
That slaps.
Yep.
That
I'm so
spaghetti
old.
slaps.
Yep. Literally.
My kids were on
They're
the
taking
capping
notes.
kick for a while. Why are you capping? for
Yeah,
that?
you
Why you
need one of my
capping?
kids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fire, that's fire.
Oh, I say fire.
Yeah, fire. I think when Infinite and I were in school, they used to use the words like "that's so fly," "that's hip."
That's fat.
Yeah,
There you go.
PHAT.
That was-
Bomb.
That.
That was the 90s, right?
Nah,
Bomb diggity bomb.
Bomb diggity.
Yeah.
Nah,
The 90s, right, clowns?
Diggity.
Now you are now the captain of the you and Dragonheart Yobi is the captain of the what is it now? The
The
Hootenanny
Hootenannies?
situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And that
Hootenanny.
term hootenanny came from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he doesn't even realize that. He just started saying it, but that's where it's from.
We bringing back the old terms like Jad Turk. Now
I have
I like shindig.
Well,
What's it the plug? Well, I forgot what a plug. Is
I don't
that,
know.
like-
You know,
a
I'm
plug is a term they
You're a
use
plug.
for
Like a loser.
Like get
connecting
me a
somebody to a
who's like higher.
a street doctor.
a
Oh, I'm
street
a plug
pharmacist.
for you. A
It's
plug for me is
Oh.
somebody who
A
is
street
who
pharmacist.
is like a
2
loser.
hours
We call those hood
later.
doctors.
Yeah.
A hood doctor. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think
Everybody
people
uses plug.
in my day used to call them street pharmacists.
They are, but that's just the political way of saying it while we on there. You get what I'm saying?
See ya.
Well, speaking of bussing, I'm gonna bust out a topic here, and see what you guys think.
Gotta do some work now.
I
See?
don't think
We talk
anybody's
too
been
much.
excited about this, but I'm gonna just bust it out anyway, because this is so bussin'. Here we
Oh
go.
my
Stop.
god.
That joke.
Stop now.
The OLED
Um,
Switch. The OLED Switch.
Oh.
Matt is looking forward to this. He is so excited about this thing. He wants it. He's
All right,
like
stop
dying to-
now. This didn't get any better.
The
It's-
excitement.
okay.
Shoot.
Isn't it kind of useless?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a switch with a screen, and if you don't go mobile,
A
It has improved
720
audio, guys.
A
Relax.
720 OLED screen. Huh? That's like that. Like
Well, I do
contradicts
want that.
itself.
I do want the stand, however.
And I
You
can't
want
wait
the
for all
dock.
those online gaming sessions I do on it, so I can plug it in the new LAN port.
Oh
I
yeah.
got a theory about the
I
LAN
mean,
port.
this is something Nintendo does all the time. I don't know why. It's nothing surprise. I mean, guys, think about it. There was the Game Boy, the Game Boy Light, the Game
And
Boy
I had every
Advance,
single
Game
one.
Boy. So it's they do this every iteration.
They really
do you
do.
have a
Before
Switch?
Yes.
yeah, of course I do. Play Smash all the time.
Well, I went
So-
I
400
went
some
to
hours.
GameStop the other day, and the guy at the counter was trying to sell me on the Switch OLED, and I'm like, "So what's the big difference between the Switch now and the Switch OLED?" He's like, "Well, you get more internal memory, the screen's slightly bigger, and it's OLED." I'm like, "How much?" He's like $50
Yeah, I was
more
like-
than the normal Switch. I'm like, "Nope, I'm good. See you later. I don't need this thing."
Save your money.
$50 more than a Series S, also.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Which-
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. When I compared that, I was like, oh my gosh. But
Which there's
They don't
a Kickstarter
care.
out there for a 1080p screen, so it's already.
I just
better
want Nintendo to surprise me and do
Ugh.
something crazy, like have like okay, so the Series X consoles and the PS5 consoles are using the AMD chipset, right? And for most PCs, like the good PC graphics cards, 3090s are mostly NVIDIA chips. right?
Wrong. Don't go there.
No?
No.
All right, what am I wrong about?
They're not the best, and you can't even get them. So I got a
What's like
6900
3090?
XT.
I just
Yes,
got
I
a
have a
3080.
I have a
Oh, wow.
6900 XT.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What? I have a 3090.
Yeah, and what kind
think
of
you're better
CPU
than
you
me?
running? I do. I think I am crushing.
Okay. Well, NVIDIA chips are like in Nintendo Switch. My whole thing is like, it'd be cool if they did want to compete, at least on the console set level, then they could push the Switch to do so. Because where
I
else?
think
You
they've
know?
proven that
Nintendo will
they
never
don't
do that.
care.
Nintendo
Yeah, they
will
just don't care.
They're only going to sell their consoles at a profit.
I mean,
Uh,
they just repainted the car. Like everything's still the same inside.
That looks like a nice paint job,
Yeah.
though. You guys can't complain about
Hey,
that.
Yeah,
Can't-
you like that
'cause,
candy? You like that candy red? Is that what,
You know how it is. The 3DS X, what was that? The 3DS XL or the new? It was called the new 3DS, and that was a refresh, right? And before they came out with the Switch, and eventually killed off the 3DS. That's just what
So
they
here-
do until they come out with
here-
their new system, whatever that is.
Here's the question: for someone that doesn't have a Switch yet, does it matter if they go up to the,
You wanna be in
to
my
the new
lab,
one, or can they just keep going with the?
If you play in docked mode, no.
Thanks, Joey.
It depends on
I mean,
your gaming
the
habits.
didn't the
too.
PS Vita have a OLED screen on it too? I mean, what's the big deal? How old
Yeah.
that bad boy is?
I mean, if
Yeah,
you don't have, if you've been wanting a Switch, then this could be kind of cool. Like a cool upgrade, but I don't know. I'm not the audience it's looking for. And I think Nintendo, they have like a specific, they're not really competing, right? They're not competing against Nintendo, or Nintendo's not competing against Sony or Microsoft. Like, they're kind of in their own bubble and they embrace that bubble. It's frustrating for me because I really want Nintendo to push certain things because they make it kind of harder for third-party devs to sometimes develop on their system for. They kind of have to almost de-optimize some of their games for the most part, but their first-party support is really strong, right? Like your Pokemons, your Mario Party, stuff like that. And people love those games, and that's why they buy the Switch for those games. But
It would be nice
Being
if it was
that,
more than just
yeah, like being that I love Xbox and I love PlayStation, I would love to play freaking Smash Bros at 4K 60. Like that's a dream. That's awesome, right?
But you don't buy a Switch to play everything Xbox has. You buy a Switch to play whatever Switch has that the Xbox doesn't. So that's the point. Is they all have something different to add. And
it's just a shame that the Switch is all Nintendo has to offer. That's what I think. Like the point is because Nintendo's relegated themselves into mediocrity with as far as like being able to push out like high quality graphics and content and games. Like they can only do so much with the device that they have as their primary gaming platform right now. And until they do something more than that, we're only going to get those type of things. And if we do get a huge AAA type style game like The Witcher 3 or something like that goes on, it looks like crap. You know what I mean?
That's the difference. What you are defining is AAA. See, the thing is, a Fire Emblem is AAA to them.
Yeah, but it looks like crap. For Fire Emblem, looks like crap. It does. I just played it the other day. It looks like crap.
But
it does.
To you. But everything, I mean, Halo Master Chief Collection looked like crap, but you play it every day. It doesn't matter. It's all dependent on the person.
Hold on, time out.
Put Master Chief Collection next to Fire Emblem Three Houses and compare the graphics on those two games and tell me which one's better.
All I'm saying to you is it's all dependent on the person. It's all dependent on the person.
Midway, you're a coach.
Those games ain't for you.
I have
okay.
They are for me though. That's what I'm saying. I want those games, but I want them to look good too. You know what I mean? Like I don't want Fire Emblem Three Houses to look like shit.
Halo Master Chief Collection looks like garbage to me.
Listen, hold on.
Hold on. Were you gonna say something?
Hold on. Time out. You guys are both very passionate. PK loves the Switch. Mav, it's not for you right now because
I have two. I just bought two Switches the other day.
It doesn't matter.
I love the game.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't offer the port. You know, for you as a gamer, it doesn't offer that.
That's all I'm saying. It would be nice if we have to ask for that. It's not wrong to want more from a gaming platform. And
we're just
saying, hey, why not? Let's do this.
How much tech can they put in the Switch and keep it at its price point though?
They should be something else.
I'm talking about from a sense of like developers too. Like if you're a third-party developer and you're putting your games on PC, on Xbox, and PlayStation, sometimes developers wouldn't want to compromise what a game looks like just to put it on the Switch. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that point of view, but that's not all developers. Actually, there's a lot of them, including the ones that we interviewed at E3, that prefer to Switch over any other hardware. Well, so it just depends on the person. Again, it depends on the situation and the person.
What I want to say is on the Switch, right? Okay, because we're kind of getting off the OLED topic here, but the Switch is geared towards indies and it's geared towards a different type of game set. They do have a lot more JRPGs on there. They do have a lot more games that Western culture considers taboo. I mean, some of the games that come out on the Switch are just, even though it's like a kid type of platform, there's some titles out there that's kind of weird on the Switch, right? So, but it's never, right now, it's in its own space and it can't compete with like Xbox or PlayStation. And I know, PK, you're going to say it's not meant to, it's a whole different ballgame. And I agree, it's in its own bubble. But I think for a lot of people, a lot of gamers that have been playing games for a while, they were hoping for like a 4K Switch docked or something, hoping that they can get those 4K graphics. And Nintendo's perfectly capable of developing a 4K machine. They got the money for it. So I hope that the next iteration of the Switch will be 4K and not just like an OLED screen. And I think that some articles that I read are alluding to the fact that Nintendo actually still developing another Switch. They're still working on another Switch that they're going to pop out in a year and a half that could be a 4K Switch. So, I mean, the OLED thing right now, I think, is just kind of like a way for Nintendo to get more quick cash and upgrade people. I don't think there's anything super special about it unless, like 3-Bit said, you don't have a Switch right now. Then, it's perfectly the perfect thing for you. If you don't have a Switch and you want to get one.
Maybe if those your games you like to play, not just buying it, just be buying it, because then you'd be wasting your time. You got to make sure that that's what you want to invest into. Like, is that your cup of tea? Are the games on there something that you vibe with? That's just what it is, and that goes for any platform. You don't hear
what
PC
if
guys
you're somebody
complain
that wants
about this,
those games, right, but are disappointed with the platform is at limits.
That just
for those
seems like a
games,
personal
right?
problem.
Well,
Because at
it's-
the end of the day, if
It's
you
like, it's
want
like
it bad
an iPhone
enough,
user.
yeah, exactly. It's if you want it bad enough, you get it. It's
Well,
just
which
that
which I
simple.
do, right? But like, why
And then
not
you'll play
ask
the
for them to
games.
do something more than that, right? That's
can-
what I'm saying.
We can ask a lot of things, but at the end of the day, if you like the game, you're gonna play the game. No matter how it looks, no matter what it's on. PC guys don't complain about playing retro games any day. They don't look graphically intensive, but people play them all the time. Dead
Yeah, but
Cells
this
was
is the
very
only
successful.
platform we can get new Nintendo games on right now. Is this
And they
right?
look good for what they are, and they're gonna always be the way they are.
For what they
They're
are?
never going to be any
They're
better
more
than
they're
that.
more they're more concerned about gameplay than they are about
Yes,
graphics. I think so.
Facts. Their
Uh,
games will
and
be that way.
and Nintendo.
They didn't always used to be though. Like the
For-
64 days though, they were pushing graphics, right?
No, 64 was
GameCube.
trash. 64 was trash.
I mean,
There was the first platform to have like the 3D gaming really on console, bro. Like,
It was
I mean, they
actually
were
a
pushing stuff
PlayStation before
forward.
it got snatched off underneath them. But yeah, it's they made
PlayStation
some
got
horrible
above it because of the
choices.
CD when
Yeah,
64 was still doing cartridge, so it was just kind of. But I mean, bottom line is that Nintendo is comfortable with what they're doing. They're like I said, the analogy is their iPhone and Sony and Microsoft or Android. They'll be innovating and pushing the boundaries when the next new thing on iPhone that Sony and Microsoft been doing the last 2 years. So it's they're comfortable in their own lane right now, and that's I think this.
Yeah, they're not
this,
hurting
uh,
financially.
Yeah,
No,
they- I
this
mean-
definitely not.
OLED switch is
their console has
is,
been the best selling
proof.
console in the last
So-
6 months.
and they got
And-
nothing, and they got nothing.
I mean-
yeah, they got nothing to explain or anything like that. They see it selling.
Yep.
Of course,
And
of
they're
course,
just gonna
this
continue that.
this iteration. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
I don't
And it-
care about console sales. That's not what I care about. To me, I care about games moving forward in terms of technology. Maybe that's just me, like as I'm in that field where I love seeing technology and games progress and move forward.
I
Xbox is
mean,
doing a
is it-
pretty
is-
good job at that.
is
PlayStation
it
is doing a good
harder?
job
Is it harder to update games on a cartridge?
on a
Because
cartridge.
since Switch
No.
Switch uses cartridges.
It's all about
they-
the
they-
architecture.
They have the like online updates, right, where they
Yeah.
can push stuff.
It's all
For
about
sure.
the architecture.
Okay.
We
Um,
all about tech and new stuff, but we
I
also
wanna
gotta
go
understand
to,
what we.
I want to go to V real quick. V, do you have a Switch? Do you play Switch?
I bought a Switch just to play Animal Crossing.
Do you still play it?
No,
No.
it is now a dust collector.
Yep.
Okay.
I prefer to sit at my PC than to sit on my couch and play or handheld. My daughter plays it more than I do.
Does she like it?
Yeah. Yeah, she loves it. Her and her dad just beat some Mario game together. I don't even know which one of the newer ones. But yeah, no, I bought it. It was a birthday gift, actually. I got it and played Animal Crossing for like 3 days, maybe. And I was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
nope, not for me. It just looked so
Well-
fun. I was like, I could get into that, kind of like The Sims. And then I was just like, no.
What didn't you like about it?
I was bored. And I think that's my issue with a lot of stuff that I play. A lot of
Mhm.
RPG games, I get really, really bored very easily.
Animal Crossing, you
Hmm.
gotta wait for a lot of stuff to.
Yeah, yep. You have
Yep,
to wait
right.
for like your plants to grow, and then it was a lot. And I was just
You
like,
also need a.
I like
community to
instant
play with too.
gratification. So
Yeah.
you don't get that.
Seems like all your games are fast paced anyway. So when
Yeah.
you hit Animal Crossing, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was just like, I can't. My brain's gonna explode. Nope. So she took it over. She's like, it could be our Switch. I was like, you can have it.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
There's like several games like I play the Switch. Like to me, it's just fun playing somewhere else, right? On the go. Like I love
Yeah.
the idea of being able to play, like you said, like on the couch or If someone wants to play like Mario Party, I think that's just fun to play with friends and stuff
It
like
would
that.
be fun with friends, but for like solo play by myself,
No.
And if I'm
No,
going
that's not-
somewhere, usually like if I'm going on vacation, I'm going on vacation to step away from gaming and taking that time away from it. So I try not to have any handheld or, you know, my daughter, we got her a gaming laptop. And so when I told her she couldn't bring on vacation, she's like, isn't that what a gaming laptop is for? I was like, touche. Touche. She didn't touch it once, though. So, yeah.
Yeah, the Switch. I mean, yeah, like the Switch definitely has an audience.
Yeah, it has its
for
own audience, I
different
think, for sure. Like, I don't know. Could you imagine trying to play a shooter on the Switch?
With
Didn't
Doom
they-
was kind of,
You get stick drift in a month.
Splatoon, right? Isn't that like a?
Oh, yeah, we played that a lot. My daughter and I didn't mind that, but that was something her and I did. Like, I couldn't get on there and solo, like, grind Splatoon, you know what I mean?
Fortnite on the Switch is ass.
Is
Like-
it right?
It's horrible.
Right.
I'm just saying, if you play Fortnite on the Switch and you're used to playing Fortnite on the Xbox or PlayStation or PC, it's like what it's like.
Yeah, I
what the
feel
heck
sorry
is
for all
this?
those cross players because they cross play on that, and then whoever got to Switch, I'm like, oh man, I feel so sorry. For
Oh,
them
it's
guys.
bad. It's so bad on the Switch.
I gotta be honest with you. I played Fortnite on the Switch, and I mean, I didn't do so bad. I came in first place the first match I played on the Switch.
not you.
Of course you did. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you. I'm saying
You,
it's
not
like,
you being bad. He's saying
the game
the-
is bad on the Switch. If you compare it to the like Xbox, it just like it even feels like sluggish. It's something like weird with it on the Switch. It's like a bad port. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't play well.
It's definitely Dookie. There's no doubt about that.
It's
Has
just
anyone
crazy.
played Doom on Switch?
No.
Okay.
No, that would be-
Why even bother?
Okay.
And this is the questions I'm saying. Like it's like it sucks
like,
that
why
we
would
already.
you-
Why
would you
why
try-
not say
If
yes?
you have
like,
all the
you know?
other platforms, especially PC, why would you even bother? You know, you don't buy a Switch to play Doom. You buy a Switch to play.
Yeah, you don't
Nintendo.
buy a PlayStation for its multi-plats. You
Yeah.
buy it for
Exactly.
its,
You don't buy a PlayStation.
its first-party
play-
games.
Exactly. That's what you buy it for. So they all offer something different, and that's the whole point.
I mean, if it's
And-
available
and
on,
if it's not for you, it's not for you. It is what it is. At the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Well, I love Nintendo games. I just want there to be a platform. You okay, PK? Your eyes are getting big. I love Nintendo games. I want there to be a platform for them to be able to achieve the best.
They're
Right,
gonna
that's what I-
always
that's what I'm
have their
saying.
platform to achieve their best every single time. Every single time. You just
I
may not
mean-
like it.
I get both your points of view. I mean, you know, Mav is coming from a point where he wants like a 4K, you know, gaming Switch that looks great on TVs and, you know, can play the massive blockbusters and third parties. And PK, you're a Switch fan, so you don't mind playing, you know, the games that the way they are currently, I guess you could say. Like, you know, you're a big Smash fan. You're a huge Smash fan. You love playing Smash. But I've seen Mav and 3-Bit and Lady play Switch as well. They played what was it, Mario Party?
yeah, we played Mario Party. We play Mario Golf for the most part. Those are like the two we keep jumping into. I want to play Smash Bros, but no one wants to play Smash Bros with my
Yeah,
soul.
so I mean, here's my Switch, right?
I have like 5 games.
Yeah, and this is what my SD card will fit. Like I've played the Switch a lot since I've owned the Switch. I just want more from Nintendo than just a handheld gaming device that you can play on a TV. I want an actual console level graphics that are even. It doesn't have to be as good as a PS5 or a Series X. You know what I mean? It could be like Series S or less. Just like they just have abandoned the console market and have relegated to we're a handheld gaming company and we're going to make this device playable on a TV, so that way we can just get away with that and try and appeal to more people. But they've abandoned pushing that forward in the sake of basically being able to make as much money as possible, which is what their business is, and it's doing well for them. There's not saying that it's not working. Obviously it's working, and obviously they have no reason to do what I'm saying because what they're doing is working. I'm saying it would be nice if we also had that other option, because the gamer in me that grew up playing Nintendo games and looking forward to 8-bit's going to 16-bit, we're gonna get a Nintendo 64 or GameCube. We've lost that from Nintendo now, where they're so far behind the competition as far as the console market goes that they are relegated to a completely different status in gaming, that they don't even fit in the same category anymore. They're in a completely different genre that they have put themselves in. And I want them to step back into the other side a little bit. That's what I would love to see. And that's why I'm asking for that. I understand this as a market. I understand it. And it doesn't mean I hate Nintendo. I fucking love Nintendo. That's why I'm passionate about this. Because I want my Nintendo games to not look like they do right now, because they're so far behind. So far.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm in
think
the same boat.
the 3DS kind of they were so successful with the Nintendo DS and the DS Lite and the 3DS that I think they kind of stuck with that handheld, form factor, because it was easy for kids to play on the go and families to play. And I think instead of coming back to, like another type of Wii, which the Wii U was a disaster for them, they just said, okay, well, right now we'll stick to handheld. I agree with you. I mean, I hope they do make a blockbuster console one day, but I don't think
it's not probably going to happen.
Yeah,
but what we can hope for, Game Pass on Switch, maybe this streaming through an app, right? Maybe that there could be a bridge of the gap.
Like their way of bridging the gap right now is the cloud for certain games. I'm pretty sure they're doing that, right? With certain games
in Japan, they have
the cloud, as a way for those a little bit more graphically intensive games to just run it through the cloud, so it's not as hindering on the actual Switch. So, I'm
American too for Control.
Control, right? It was a couple games.
They do it for Doom.
We talk about the handheld. What about, is there any chance they could upgrade the technology in the dock? Because that's what.
But at what price point? That's the question.
Docked, if it's docked, you get a better resolution and all that stuff. So I mean, there's got to be some sort of way of kind of manipulating.
I'm sure there is. So certain games, they jump up in resolution when they're docked. So, but I don't know. I actually want to research that, see what actually goes into increasing the resolution.
Wouldn't the resolution come from the handheld just because you're plugging in the dock?
Is it just displaying the screen?
It's just
that's what I was thinking.
About. It would have to be in the handheld device in order for the dock to transmit that to.
Well, like Smash runs at 720 in handheld, but 1080p 60 on dock mode. So there's more power going into. So since there's more draw power, they're able to.
There's something going on there. So
definitely,
I'm able to put all resources towards the dock and not the screen.
I'm gonna make a terrible transition pun here, but GameStop is putting resources into Discord.
Why?
That's so
I have no idea, but GameStop apparently has a Discord channel now, and they want you to come join and have fun. But apparently,
we can offer you 5 cents for your games.
So wait, they're not putting stock into Discord, or whatever.
They created a server.
They created a server. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can hang out there, 3, but you maybe find some Mario Golf fans, Mario Party fans.
It's like a disaster waiting to happen, Mark.
Yeah, you're right, Mama. What? But why does this exist? What are they offering in that Discord? There, you trade in like 5 games and get like 2 cents. Like what's going on?
Certain promotions, maybe.
Yeah, is it just like a promo?
Because they're
server?
bussin'.
Oh my god.
bussin'.
No, I think
Yeah,
they
that's
just want to hop on the bandwagon with everybody else having a Discord server, and they were like, we want to be cool too and reach out to the younger generation. So we'll hop on Discord, and then all the articles say like there's trolls, the mods can't keep up with the trolls.
Yeah, when the channels putting the memes in instead of talking about the games.
I mean, be honest, who do they got running it? I mean, who's the mods?
Can you imagine that? Hey, we got a little stretch assignment for you. It's not gonna come with any extra pay, but we're gonna have you monitor this Discord channel for us.
According to the article, they can't even keep up with it right now because of how many new users are bombarding it with bots and stuff. So,
oh my goodness,
yeah, it's a wreck right now. So
worst idea ever.
Right.
I just joined.
Hey,
I just said worst idea ever.
How's it going, 3-bit? Any messages yet?
But it's doing some weird stuff.
He's like, as soon as I post a few, hold on.
It's making me log in.
Yeah, nobody likes to log in.
Yeah, I will let you guys know in a second. But keep chatting. I'll update you guys.
In suspense.
Yeah, I'm in suspense right now.
Wait.
I want to know what this is like.
Can we get that screen share, please?
I'm gonna screen share. It says like no text channels. What's going on here?
Oh,
they probably took out text channels for now.
Well,
did they just shut it down?
Either, I'm sure.
They probably did to stop the trolling. They probably disabled them.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Why didn't they just put some? Oh, never mind. It's all done by permissions, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Maybe you have to have permissions granted to.
Like I'm 3-bit. Do you know who I am?
Probably have to accept their.
I don't even know who I am.
I think that's what open.
And then you get a role or something.
It won't open for you guys, right?
I'm gonna try to go
the article says that in the future, once the server is no longer getting bombarded by new users, there will also be 3 other channel sections available. The Gamestop section will include announcements, role selection, media, and streams channels. The second one, community, will have a general video game discussion channel, as well as a tabletop games, off-topic, and feedback channels. And then they will also set up an esports section. So,
I do like esports. That's my jam.
High school,
but woo.
They're probably gonna ban comments in the stream section.
Wait a minute, the text chat's working for me.
What? Really?
Get a role.
Yeah.
Why?
Get a role.
What about me? All right, hold on. Let me try.
Like I'm a 3-bit.
I see people talking.
How dare you not work for me?
How dare?
Have you not heard of me?
When I like how dare? Like when I click on it, it just says every time I click on it, it just says the freaking no text channels.
Go to community.
You know what?
Like right under the community thing. Those are all text channels.
Maybe it's because I'm doing it in Opera, not Chrome or something.
Do you not have it opened up in the Discord like app?
No, I'm doing it like like you could do it through the website and then it connects.
The browser. Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Question is, you still use Opera? That's still around?
Yeah. I don't like Chrome. I decided to change to Opera like 2 weeks ago. So I just like how smooth it is. I don't know. Are you guys all Chrome users? You look shocked.
I never.
I use whatever.
Yeah, I never heard of Opera.
No, I haven't heard of Opera. What's that?
Like the singing
Opera browser.
Opera?
Yeah. Opera browser.
I stopped using Opera after they did their free VPN because they said that they were using tracking mechanisms back then. But that was a while ago. I haven't gone back to it.
They're still using tracking mechanisms.
Oh, well, dang. Well, I'm being tracked then, I guess.
They track you.
They're like, why does 3-bit want to join this Discord server? We better block him. He's up to no good.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks like they only have 5 mods right now.
They
Maybe.
got 5 mods total.
No, they have
for a whole
yeah.
server?
Yep. Well, they have one moderator under the moderator role, but then they have a comms team, which I'm assuming also probably has a moderator role, which they only have 5 of those. But right now, under a community moderator, there's only one.
Beef up that staff.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
And they have online right now 2,731 members.
Wow.
That's just online. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. They need more moderators. Like they need to hire some more people.
Yeah. I don't think they thought this through.
They probably don't pay their moderators. I mean, they almost went bankrupt. It's probably volunteer positions.
Yeah. I mean, they're making some money because of Microsoft. Is that still a thing?
Wasn't
But they did
Microsoft
the
supposed
deal.
to buy it at some point?
They
No,
did.
Or there was
it's-
like a talk about it?
they
Yeah,
just
there
got
was a
deal
rumor.
where Microsoft was helping them with their CRM. So basically, they just got just like any other company that got a contract with Microsoft to use their CRM for their
That and now the point of sale now, as soon as you
Yeah.
go to the store, is all Microsoft.
yeah.
You see it. You see that first in front before you see anything else.
Yeah. I was
Which
gonna
is
say,
never was the case prior to with either PlayStation or Switch right there in the front, and the Xbox was always in the back with the used games.
if Microsoft bought Discord, it'd be shut down in a year. So they probably shouldn't do that.
Mm,
Ooh.
Well, Sony's got a relationship with them now, I believe.
With
Yeah.
Discord, yeah.
Yeah, so they're.
I wish.
Has anything
I wish
happened
they
with
would
that?
integrate that in Xbox.
Has anything
Well,
happened with that
Xbox
partnership
does,
yet, as far as like anything on the PlayStation itself with Discord? Since
Well,
that's
they were
happened.
supposed. It was. I thought it was supposed to help enhance their chat and party chats and all that stuff. So I don't have a PlayStation 5, so anybody that has
They're
one, if
supposed
they've
to
ever tried
be
it.
doing an integration where, like, if you're on PlayStation, you can see your friends on Discord and you could cross chat. That's the last thing I heard, but I have a feeling that's going to be a disaster if PlayStation Party Chat's behind it.
Okay, I'm gonna write in the off topic. There you go. I'm in there.
I just saw it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, I mean, this was a quick topic. Anybody excited about it?
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
a part of that I'm part of that community now, you know.
I am a faithful member of the GameStop
Did they give
Discord
out?
server.
Did they get an advertisement channel or some like
Yeah,
discounts or something?
They have announcements, media streams, rules, guidelines, rule selection, video game discussion, tabletop game discussion, off topic, feedback, Nintendo, share Switch codes, PlayStation, Xbox, PC gaming. That's it.
I swear, share Switch codes. That's gonna be a fun channel.
Yeah. And then someone in the chat said Dark Spartan 638 says Discord and Microsoft had a meeting where Microsoft made an offer. Discord turned down the offer, saying that at the moment they don't want to be bought. And Microsoft still has a relationship with Discord as they give free Nitro with Game Pass.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
only 3. It was only 3 months. It's not concurrent because I pay for Nitro for my daughter, and I was like, hold on, she has Game Pass
pay
the other
for
day for
Nitro.
no reason.
Oh,
But no, it's only that 3-month special they had going on.
thank you,
That's the only way you
Matthew.
can get it.
Yeah.
Well, I think 3-Bit, as you're having fun in the channel over there on Discord and making yourself well known. By the way, Discord people, if he's smiling in the chat, he knows something about the industry. Don't let him kid you. Gonna move on to Minecraft. I think I sent everybody the links on this. South Korea is now rated Minecraft rated R. You have to be-
What?
yeah, rated R.
Like the movie rating?
In
Or is
They
that-
have-
whatever it means for South Korea, the game rated
Oh.
rated R.
Okay,
It's
so-
bad.
I'm like, they have a movie rating.
Yeah, that's
South-
funny.
Yeah.
Minecraft out of all games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Is it because
So-
the creepers explode? Like, I don't know.
No, I
It's all
think
those
that's
slaughtered rabbits and pigs.
has to do with the different
Gotta get that mutton
servers and
somewhere.
the kind of games
Mm.
people make in there and the role playing. all
That
those
makes sense.
factors.
There's some pretty disturbing stuff on Roblox.
Is there?
I mean,
Yeah,
No.
yes, there
There
is.
comes-
Yes,
Yeah, there
is.
is.
Right?
There is.
Yeah, there is.
My daughter plays that, and like
Mhm.
I see some of the games that people created and stuff on there. I'm like, what? Okay, you know,
So-
It's a free for all on there.
Yeah,
So yeah, if anybody hasn't, so the it's R for them is an adults only age rating, and then it's because the country has what they call a Cinderella law, which pulls the plug on any child or teen hoping to play games with their mates into the early hours of the morning. The law has
Wow.
been in place since 2011. So
Hmm.
if you're under the age of 16, you are prohibited from playing online video games between midnight and 6 a.m.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Jesus.
there was an update to the article saying that Microsoft spokesperson responded to them, PC Gamer, and said that they are proceeding with global migration of Mojang accounts to Microsoft accounts for Minecraft, Java Edition, all that stuff. And then it says they're working on a longer term solution for existing and new players under the age of 19 in South Korea, and we'll have more to share later.
So it actually is R. I thought you just got that wrong, Carla.
No, it is rated R.
But
But
sounds
did-
like
I like it.
sounds like
I wish
how,
like they would do that here.
R-rated
instead of, like, PG-13
Minecraft.
and for mature.
Yeah.
Just universal ratings, you know.
sounds like
PG-13.
kind of crazy laws
interesting.
that we got here. Got some
Right, but we
really
don't
good
follow it,
ones.
and they don't control our internet. So you know, so like
Imagine
like
not
they
being
go-
able to game from midnight to 6 a.m.
It's like when I start gaming for
Same.
the most part.
Mhm.
So that would suck.
Yep.
Mav has no comment. 'cause
every
that's
game-
the only time he games.
every game you
That'd
play
be
over between 6 a.m. and midnight, you always get that pop up. You know, are you over 18?
Really?
Man.
Enter your date of
No,
birth.
no, I'm just
What
saying,
game
like,
are you playing?
hypothetically. like if we had what South Korea has, what if they like popped
Oh,
up
yeah, like
something
how-
every time
Yeah.
you played a game
Log in.
between midnight and 6 a.m. Are you over 18?
Psychonaut said that's where Shower with Daddy came from.
Oh
Roblox.
man,
Yeah, that game.
that game. That's always like 69 cents on Steam. Shower with your dad simulator.
I paid
Oh my
$1.99.
Wait a
upset about this.
minute.
Yeah, there's
You
a
never
game
heard of
called
that, B?
Shower with
Pause
Daddy.
champ. What was it called? Shower with daddy?
Yeah.
Shower with your dad simulator.
I've played
that the
Hand
sequel to
Simulator
Shower with Daddy?
before.
Well, you haven't played this one. This is a interesting one. Shower with Daddy. I think they made two of them.
Oh, there's number 2.
I thought
sequel.
so.
Can somebody send me the link?
That was the sequel to Shower with Two Daddies.
Shower- Literally,
That sounds
The
like
game-
an infinite game.
I
right
was
there.
gonna make that comment, but I was behaving myself. Come on now.
I had a few things I was gonna say, but sorry.
go for it. No, the type of game it is, it's pretty much like based on what's been explained to me from many podcasts so far.
It
It's
sounds like you had
Okay,
firsthand
I never played.
experience.
Inside
never played it.
information.
Okay.
Maybe it's your friend.
It's like you are a child and you're in this shower sections or something, and everyone's showering. I think, and then you have to find you have to connect that child
to find your
the
dad.
right dad. Yeah, like because you have
In
to
a
base it
shower.
on the look. Like
Why does
if,
it have to be in the shower though?
I don't know.
I think that's the point.
I don't know.
Like, are we now like? Is there gonna be like an extension of like step bro, step sis in the shower
the DLC.
simulator? Like,
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
DLC.
oh,
DLC.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Jeez, in the shower, out of all places, it couldn't be like a
I think it
amusement
teaches
park
you.
simulator. Find your
Pretty
dad.
much Where's
like-
Waldo or something.
I think it teaches you to keep your eyes trained up.
What the hell? Oh my
How
God.
many shower stalls are there too? I mean, is it like how challenging is this game? I mean, you know, is it just like 20 shower stalls or yeah, it's
I feel like
Pretty
you're
much.
looking at me when you're asking that, and I don't.
dude,
know the answer.
We know that you know.
I'm
from
asking you, does the challenge go up based on how many stalls there are? You know what I mean? Or do they make the,
Each
do they make the
difficulty.
dads look a little bit more similar each level?
They have,
You know?
yeah, they have like the same hair or something. I
Oh
don't know.
no. It's like Guess
This-
Who with
This one has
showers.
freckles. Oh my!
Oh
Sounds
my
like
gosh.
3-bit. It sounds like you have first-hand knowledge, 3-bit.
That's the first characteristic he looks for when he plays. His
Yeah.
freckles.
Right?
Is that why he's
Hey.
smiling
Yeah,
right now?
everything.
Freckles
Yeah.
and birthmarks. He's
That's
like,
why
hey,
he's smiling.
that's how I know.
I knew
No.
That's
it.
my dad. I know
Don't-
he has a
don't let
yin
them
yang
spread.
tattoo on his ass.
You know, I bet I wouldn't be surprised if Infinite
Oh my
gifted the game to a 3-bit, you know, and he opens it
They
up. he's
play
like,
together?
Oh, what's this?
I have gifted that game out.
The
co-op.
There's no doubt.
It's co-op.
I think
yeah.
IX Boogeyman might have got it. Somebody got it, and in one of the RR streams.
No, Cloud gave me this dating game though that I've been playing. It's like a C14 dating or something. Yeah, I've been playing that in party chats, and people are like, "What is that?"
What does the C14 stand for?
I don't know. I never looked it up.
It's just so
afraid-
random.
I'm
it's-
afraid to know.
Were they playing Battleship?
No, it's you are at like a school, and then you're getting acquainted with people.
Is it like a JRPG kind of like dating sim, where they have anime
Yes.
characters talking back and forth to you?
Asking for a friend. What platform is this on?
It's on Xbox.
Oh, friend. That friend being you.
Yeah. It's on Xbox. I played it for my game time. It's like 5 minutes, but in those 5 minutes, I put it on Twitter like, which person should I go for? It was. Do you remember what it was, Matt? It was 2 different anime characters.
Oh, you had Augustine and Elizabeth,
yes.
and Elizabeth didn't have a mouth,
Oh.
so we ruled her out.
Yeah. Her mouth was just very low. Okay.
No,
It
that was a
like
chin.
down.
That wasn't a mouth. That was a chin crevice. Or
Some of the
crease.
characters they create in those games are just ridiculous. The way that they make them look intentionally.
yeah. I guess
3-bit.
you're familiar as well, clowns.
No, not with this one. I played one on the Switch. I can't remember the name of it, but it was very awkward because I mean, it really shouldn't have been on the Switch, but it's one of those Japanese kind of games, and you're walking down an alley, you're the main character, and you find a girl who's cosplaying, but like she's like passed out, and you got to help her. And I just stopped playing at that. I was like, this can't be any good. This is some
Sounds like
weird...
something my daughter plays. She's into all that anime. Like she plays Yandere Simulator.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's some anime game, and I had to watch her play it. She's like, yeah, basically, you have a senpai, and you've got to kill every girl that tries to get your senpai. And I was like,
What is senpai?
okay,
I've seen someone
like,
stream that.
like a boyfriend, I guess. I don't know. Like all the girls want him, so you have to go
That's
kill all
bussin'.
the other girls without like getting caught. You just say that's bussin'.
He said that's Yeah.
God, we should have never taught you guys that word.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use it today now.
All right,
Comments
so
on everybody's Twitter pictures. That's bussin'.
Bust.
yeah,
Bussin'.
I'm gonna change maybe my Twitter thing to say bussin'.
Oh God,
Yeah,
Carlo bussin'.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Do it.
Carlo. I'm doing it. It's happening. But I guess since we've been talking a while, I'm gonna go into the last topic here. And I'm just gonna pull it out of the list of topics. This seems to be a pretty big deal for a lot of people, and there's already confusion on what this could be. And it's that Assassin's Creed's next game will be a live service game. And there's back and forth about it of like, how are they gonna make it last? How is it gonna evolve? What are you gonna start out as, and all that kind of stuff. So for me, I'm gonna give it a shot. I love Assassin's Creed. I love every single one that they've ever produced, except for Origins. I did not like that one. So definitely gonna check it out. Any thoughts on this game, guys? Anybody excited for it?
I'm looking forward to it. I think we all have been asking for something different. And not anybody else can start complaining about it because it's going to be different, right? So I'm interested in checking it out. I think that's where the whole entire industry is starting to go, is that the whole live service. They can get you with microtransactions and occasional DLCs. That's what you're going to get.
I haven't played an Assassin's Creed in
Me
God knows
either.
how long. So yeah, like I think the last one I tried was 4. So
I've never touched one ever.
No,
I
way,
think I
no.
I walked the bowels of the ship
Ever,
in Black
ever?
Flag, and I was like,
Ever,
okay,
ever.
I'm done.
Never.
That was
ever.
my favorite. Black Flag was phenomenal.
I hear it's really good. So like I still I have it for the 360. I don't have the remastered one yet, but I mean it's just like live service. It's always a touchy subject. So we'll see what happens. I mean it's it's all about content when it comes to that. So
Yeah, if you can do it right,
Hell yeah.
I eat Destiny.
Yeah.
If you can do it right, it will last forever,
yeah.
Well, you just use Destiny as
Somebody
what
who's
not
done it
to
right.
do wrong.
We'll take Anthem for a change, and they're no longer around.
Yeah. Though Anthem was a great game, it just sucks that they dropped the ball.
And that's why I use Destiny as an example. There's still millions of people who are playing that game on a regular basis and have been since it came
Right.
out.
Right.
And
All right,
we
so-
can use the what is it, one for, oh my god, I'm going to blank here, for Skyrim Online, ESO.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously they were getting hot back up, but they're doing things right. Their player counts are increasing like crazy.
So there's probably people listening but not watching the screen or the chat right now. But if you go ahead and type ! giveaway, you'll be entered for that $50 Xbox card. All right, there we go. He's the only one that typed it. Dark Spartan is the only one that typed it. Anybody else? It looks like he's gonna be. Oh, there we go, Caitlin.
They're rolling in now. You got
Yeah, they're rolling it now. They're like, oh crap.
They just weren't caught up. They just weren't caught up live. You got to give them a few minutes.
Yeah,
give them a few minutes.
Never played
Psychonauts.
Assassin's Creed, and I've
That's
never
crazy.
seen a single Star Wars movie.
Okay, that's
What?
just that's wrong.
Oh,
That's a
Oh.
violation.
Sounds like Caitlin has a new friend.
Yep. Yeah.
Your
No,
home. Your home.
I
That's
guess
crazy.
the correlation there is you don't have to be a gamer to watch Star Wars, right, or vice versa.
yeah. I
No,
mean,
but I feel left out on a lot of things.
All right, so
Yeah, Star
you
Wars
got to
is
start
like-
with A New Hope. Don't start with 1.
yeah, exactly what Midway said.
Caitlin
I
said,
don't know.
"Did we just
I
become
don't know
friends?"
if I can sit there and watch them.
Make it a
Why?
watch party.
I'm not a big I'll watch a movie, but it has to be like a horror movie. Like it has to like draw me in. Like I like slasher movies, right? I don't even sit at home and like watch TV ever. I watch YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube on my phone before I go to sleep. That's it. I don't watch TV like that. Or movies, really.
Watch
You just got to do it
drama.
once, B.
I feel like I'm being bullied right now.
I can't get my wife to do it.
She feels the pressure.
so-
I'll watch it if she watches it. Tell
If
her
she
we can watch
watches
it together. Yeah.
There
You
you
hear
go.
that, babe? She's in the chat, babe. So, how about this? I got an idea. Let's make a thing that if you do it, she'll do it, because I think I have a better chance. Because I've been pressuring her for years, trying to get her to watch Star Wars. So.
One or two things are gonna happen. I'm either gonna hate it or I'm gonna be like a huge Star Wars nerd.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with becoming a huge Star
Yeah.
Ward. I mean,
No.
that's perfectly fine.
And then I'll be able to understand a lot of shit that everybody talks about. Like they're like, did you see the new episode of The Mandalorian? And I'm just like, no. I don't watch any of the Marvel movies or any of the DC stuff either.
Well, that should be your motivation. Just do it for the knowledge. so you
what?
know what people
What?
are talking about.
I know. I know. I've seen a little bit of Deadpool and Thor. That's it.
Did you ever
And
see The
Suicide
Boys?
Squad. Oh
The
yeah, I did
Boys?
watch The Boys. Yeah, I did watch The Boys. That was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
Derek Robinson's really cool, the creator. We interviewed him on the show. He's an awesome,
awesome.
dude. So, Paris is in the chat, and Paris is a huge Marvel Disney fan. And he actually does a lot of the Marvel Disney interviews with us. And he
Is he
thinks,
losing his mind right now?
Yeah.
yeah, he thinks
Yeah.
you should watch some Marvel stuff. Maybe we gotta find. Do you have Disney Plus, B?
Yeah.
And you
Yep.
don't, you just never hit the Star Wars tab
No.
or the Marvel tab?
No, I scroll right over to like I don't watch Disney Plus. It's for my daughter. But like I get on what do I have? I have YouTube TV, Disney Plus. I just got Peacock, Netflix, and like I just binged a show called Sex/Life. I binged that in like a day. That was a good. But now
So my
now
wife made
now I won't
us
watch
on
anything.
that show. Sorry for interrupting, but my wife made
she
us on
watched
that
you
show.
watched it?
No, she told me to like, hey, I'm gonna go to this episode and go to this certain point.
Was
in,
it
in the
episode
show.
3 at like the shower scene?
Yeah, and because people were getting reactions from that, and yeah, that's not real. I
I've
don't
heard.
know.
I've heard why.
Yeah. What
I don't know.
is that?
It was a
It's
really
that
good show.
shower with Daddy? Is that what the game's like?
Yeah,
Wait a
that's
minute.
It's a
exactly
cutscene. It's a cutscene.
that's exactly what it's like.
It was shower scene. Man, you took us into territory we don't want to go.
Look, literally,
episode-
Caitlin put the timestamp. She knows the
It's
timestamp.
like 3 minutes and 26 seconds or something like that, right?
She said
50-something?
1950 in
1950,
episode 3. Yeah. It's rated R, everybody.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
chat.
it is.
So
I think it's past rated R.
yeah, rated in NC-17. Is that
Yeah.
what that's? I don't know.
XXX.
X, yeah.
You know, there
Yeah.
might be some rated R Marvel content. I mean,
I
Yeah,
feel like
Punisher.
I feel like I
Punisher.
might like some of them, but maybe not all of them. I don't know, but I know they all like tie in together at some point, right?
they're trying to do that now. Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to make everything tie together.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever watch Walking Dead?
I watched it until like season 4, and then it was just repetitive, and I was like, are y'all gonna die yet? Like these zombies have to be like rotted to death. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was just like, I'm sick of this. Like it's repetitive. Zombies come, they fight them off, somebody comes in, tries to steal, you know what I mean? Like it's just so repetitive. It's the same stuff. So I kind of just haven't touched it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Well, John
Yeah,
Bernthal was in that. He plays the Punisher in the Netflix's Punisher series. And that one, I mean, I like it. Yeah. If you like slasher films, you might not like
I
it.
do.
So, what kind of slasher films do you like?
I like a lot of old school stuff. Night of
Sleepaway
the Living Dead,
Did you see
Friday
the
the
preview
13th,
to,
obviously.
Did you see the preview to the new Halloween movie?
Yeah. Mhm.
That looks raw, man.
Yeah, I'll watch it. The last Halloween that they came out with, like the newer one, wasn't terrible. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate
liked
it at all. Yeah, I liked
They
it
had
too.
smart people in it. Like
Yeah, they had
the little
Jamie Lee
boy that was
Curtis.
like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I just watched Fear Point on Netflix. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's like a new trilogy that they're coming out with. It was pretty good. It's like it ties back to like old slasher movies like you would get with like Scream and stuff. Those are the ones
I
I
just watched
enjoyed.
I Spit on Your Grave.
Oh, that's
think that's one.
terrible. That's
Yeah,
like
I didn't
that's
know.
a good one, but
I
it's
did
so
not.
bad.
I did not like that movie.
I didn't know it was
So-
like that. That's
Uh-huh.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty raw. Pretty raw.
I like the trauma films.
The what?
Anybody?
Oh,
Anybody?
That film.
Tromaville? Like,
Mm-mm.
never heard
Tromaville?
like Toxic
We said
Crusader,
trolling.
Class of
Let me
Nukem
look it up.
High.
Is it on like a streaming service?
I'm not sure, but they're really bad, badly budgeted, terrible, B-rated
B movies.
sci-fi horror.
Hmm.
I think that's why I like a lot of old films, because you go back and you watch like Night of the Living Dead and you're like, this is so cheesy, but I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that.
So I just looked it up.
Never heard of such thing.
Romeo, is
Paris,
it like Tromeo and Juliet? Is that like one?
exclamation point giveaway.
Oh,
and
there's
then-
a bunch of different ones.
Oh yeah, Children of the Corn scared me when I was younger. Like I couldn't.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, do you know
Yeah.
what scared me when I was younger? Candyman.
Oh,
They're coming out doing
Candyman?
that
Yeah.
too. They were doing that. Looks really good.
I got scared of the freaking gremlins when I was a kid.
Oh, I love the Gremlins.
the when they're really cute until they get wet. And they're like,
Yeah, you can't feed them after midnight.
I don't
yeah.
know why that got me when I was a kid. I don't know why.
The
I
Gizmo.
remember being like 5 or 6 watching The Leprechaun with Jennifer Aniston. I loved it.
Leprechaun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Leprechaun. There was like a lot of those movies.
Yeah,
Leprechaun.
my
Mine-
favorite is Leprechaun in the Hood. My favorite.
Yeah. Yep.
My friend growing up, he was big into horror, and his dad was a projectionist, so he would get like a lot of the posters, the original posters back from the 80s and the late 70s. But he really loved Leprechaun in the Hood. He thought that was hilarious.
It's a good one. Mhm.
Is it?
Leprechaun in the
Mhm.
Hood.
I've
Yeah,
got
it's fantastic.
What?
Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan movie poster, and it was signed by Kane Hodder. I got it at one of the Comic Cons here.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like my prized possession.
It's called what?
Jason, Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds such like the title reminds me of like a Mary Kate and
It's-
Ashley movie.
Well, that one is like more comical, I think, than the rest of them.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. hmm
Those are some
Than
good
any of the other
movies.
Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Did you like Freddy versus Jason?
No, I was never a
I did.
huge fan of Freddy.
Love that. That was
Mm-mm.
funny.
I'll
Anybody
watch
else?
it.
Remember.
Want to enter the giveaway that hasn't entered the giveaway yet?
I'll do it. Why not?
Oh, enter.
Nightbot's gonna pick the winner.
Did I do that right?
If I
Yep.
spell it right. Even what?
There you go. I can't believe you guys didn't play Assassin's Creed. That's
I
kind of crazy.
know.
Well, I may not be playing it in the future.
Yeah,
No.
a little bit.
Mav, we're gonna try Assassin's Creed.
I'll try it. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't understand Ubisoft sometimes. Or actually, I don't understand Ubisoft a lot. Like they have to fit everything into these boxes, right? In order that for them to feel like they can make enough money to justify creating something. And maybe that's potentially why we haven't seen Splinter Cell or some other games, because they can't figure out how to make money off of it or whatever. And this is them just transitioning Assassin's Creed into something that they can make more off of than they already are. And it's been successful, right? Like not everything has to fit into a certain box, right? Where they went to like every game had to have like an outpost that you can climb and then reveal more of the map, because it worked in Far Cry or you know what I mean? It worked in Assassin's Creed, right? So let's do it in every game now. And then they start to do that with all their franchises. And remember when Assassin's Creed was originally successful, they were working on the next Splinter Cell. And I remember Splinter Cell, they had actually Conviction was a shift because they were developing a Splinter Cell game that had to deal with crowds. Because guess what? Assassin's Creed was successful. So they were trying to figure out how to make Splinter Cell more like Assassin's Creed. And then it wasn't working. So then they made Conviction, which was good. And then they made 2 more Splinter Cell games that were good. But Like now it's like we don't have that. They're taking Assassin's Creed from single player experience, making it into a live service game, and it's kind of like maybe is there going to be any big single player experiences from Ubisoft anymore in the future? I don't know, because Rainbow Six they're moving forward with. They're changing Assassin's Creed from that into something else, and I'm not really excited about it. I guess our last hope is still Far Cry, and maybe they'll just keep doing Far Cry and that'll be their single player game. I don't know. I'm not super happy about it, to be honest with you. Like,
I mean, you never know. You might end up liking it.
Maybe. I didn't like the Assassin's Creed multiplayer they put in the other ones when they tried to force multiplayer into the other Assassin's Creed games. Was it Syndicate and Unity?
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Yeah, I mean, they were okay. The multiplayer modes were okay, but they just were kind of like whatever. If they're anything like that, if they're doing anything like that, I'm not going to be excited for it. But we'll see. My hope would be it's like single player focused, where they're just going to keep evolving content, right? And maybe there's a silver lining there, right? But I just think what they've been doing, even though it isn't really Assassin's Creed anymore, still works, right? Because the games are so unique and have so much content and to do, and they're very successful. They're making a lot of money on those, so we'll see.
So, I want to ask V a question real quick. V, did you see the preview for the game coming out? I think it's like a year away, Redfall.
No.
It's like how would you guys describe Redfall? Mav, 3-bit, DK?
Like a vampire.
Ooh.
It looks like
Vampires?
a Left 4 Dead kind of game.
Kind of Left 4 Dead co-op experience.
But it's open world. But
With
it's an open world game.
vampires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be able to get down on some of that.
Looks
Yeah,
like
that's fun.
Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead vampire-ish. I don't know. It looks cool. Looks like it'd be fun co-op.
I played Left 4 Dead
co-op.
not too long ago.
Yeah, I thought Left 4 Dead the first time I saw it, but then they said it's open world, so then I'm like, it's completely shifted my focus and thinking like this is going to be more of like a co-op, like
I might be able
bigger game than I thought. Like, so it's like you got like 4 main characters, and then there's like vampires that are like super tall, freaky looking vampires but they all have individual personalities too and stuff, so they're not just generic characters that you're going against. So it was pretty cool.
I think I might
all we've
look that
seen is a cinematic trailer though so far.
Yeah, I like creepy stuff like that.
Did it come in the Game Pass, guys? Do you know?
Yes, it's Xbox first party game, so it's coming to Game Pass.
Do you have Game Pass Ultimate, V?
I do.
So you'll be able to play it day one. We're actually interviewing Noveen Crummy. She's one of the voice actors that's in Redfall tomorrow. So we're going to be doing an interview with her. And we'll find out a little bit more about the game.
Yeah, I'll have to tune in for that.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like, I don't know, like who's making that game again? Like which specific developer from ZeniMax? Is it
Redfall is Arcane.
Arcane. I really like their gameplay.
Do you know when it's supposed to come out?
I'm sure.
2022.
Oh my god, of course.
I know all the good games are far away, but yeah, it does look really good. It does look really good. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the giveaway. You do have to be in the chat to win, but here we go.
Where's my Fun Pop mug, man?
I'll get you a Fun Pop mug. You want a Fun Pop mug or Xbox Ultimate mug?
The Fun Pop looks way
making
better
me
on
choose between the 2 shows I'm on.
I agree, because the circle doesn't go good on a shape like that,
I have a feeling that that's not coffee in that mug.
No.
Yeah, what is actually in the mug?
It's blood. He's a vampire.
Well, congratulations, back from the dead. Nightbot says you win. So
yay, back from dead.
I will
Hey.
send you the $50 Xbox gift card as soon as the show is over. So just hit me up in DMs on Twitter at Italian Clowns. But congratulations. And I know that we're almost going on 2 hours here, and I feel like we're wearing V out. I just feel bad.
No, you guys are good.
Are we?
Yeah. Yeah, I
We're all,
enjoy being
we're all
here.
gamers here.
Yeah, it's gotten easier as time. I was so nervous coming into this.
No, I told you we're all laid back.
Yeah,
Infinite,
it was pretty chill.
Spray Infinite's face. He's got that face.
Funny looking.
Comfortable.
Oh, what's that, guys?
Somebody's dinner's ready.
Oh, somebody
that-
burned their house down.
Is that
Are
me?
you backing up right now, Infinite? Is that what's...
Mm-mm. It's not my house. I stream and play. I have a detached garage. Half of it's the garage and half of it's refinished, and I have my setup out here, so
Nice.
nobody bothers
Good
me.
audio.
Well, kind of. I bought a new mic because I can't kind of soundproof this area, so I like to scream accidentally sometimes when I get mad or scared,
Valorant.
which is a lot. Yeah.
I feel
So
that.
now my mic just cuts it out. They're like, you scream so loud, your mic just cuts it out. I'm like, good.
I need some type of thing to block out noise because when I turn on my fan, my audio quality goes down like pretty bad.
Yeah, I have a window air conditioning out here. Sometimes I can hear it, sometimes I can't. I can't soundproof, so I just give up. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
What kind of mic do you use?
I just got the Shure MV7. I had the HyperX. HyperX is really good for small spaces. You're in a big space, it's gonna pick everything up, just like the Yeti did for me before that. The Shure is really good, and it's not as expensive as the SMV7. I think it is. It's like half the price, and it's just as good quality. It's supposed to be a podcast mic, but
Yeah.
you're supposed to like have it really close to your face. But sometimes I open mouth game.
I like that it has the lights on it for the, it can detect the...
Yeah, when it detects your audio.
Yeah. So what's it called again?
The Shure MV7.
And is it a USB?
Yeah, it can be. It
price
can
point's
be
pretty high.
Yeah.
Sure. All Shure products are way up there.
It's good.
Can you tell us how
quality,
much you picked it up though for? 3, 4?
I think it was 3 something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't
Phenomenal
know.
products. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, they're good. Maybe it wasn't that much because I don't think it was as much as the SM7B.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 250.
Yeah, their products are
250.
phenomenal though. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was 250, and I'm looking at getting a mix amp,
Yeah, their
Which
mix
will-
amps are phenomenal
yeah.
too.
which will like make my quality a lot better because it won't be USB.
Yeah.
XLR.
Like I have
So
that-
it can be either. You can do USB or okay.
What kind of mix
That's
amp are
cool.
you looking at?
I was looking at the Go XLR last night, and I was comparing.
Go XLR, $500. That's an easy
Yeah,
five.
I was looking at that and the mini, and apparently the mini doesn't even like you can't even use it for this. So I would have to go with the
Yeah.
full size one. So then I started looking at other mix amps, and I don't even know. Like I don't even know. $500, it's a lot.
The
Yeah.
integration for the Stream Deck is pretty cool too.
Yeah, I have a Stream Deck. I bought the 15 button one, and I only have 8 buttons that I use.
Yeah, I think
Buy all
there's
this
6
stuff.
buttons on the
Mm-hmm.
the Go XLR. So
Yep. So now I'm debating. I know with like Amazon, you could do like the Amazon Pay and split up the payments and stuff like that. Just $500, that's a lot. Like, do I want to invest that? Like, I don't know.
That's a whole Series X.
And I just
It
got a
is.
3080. Like, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, the graphic cards, man, they're going up in price, getting hard to get.
I know. And then you see all
about
these
the
people
performance,
that have like
the hash rate.
12. What was that?
They're coming out the new hash rate ones that are half the hash rate, but I just don't know how that's gonna determine with performance.
I could not tell you. I am
Yeah,
not that tech savvy.
It's to deter miners from using them, but I think they've already found ways around it.
You
My
can't block- you can't
for
block,
cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
crypto with a software patch.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All those people who have like 20 just mining in a room. And it took me like 9 months to get one.
Yep.
Well, you got to think about their electric bill.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there was that one guy in the UK that was stealing somebody's electric, and he had like, I don't know.
What?
Yeah, he had like over 100 cards on a rack, crypto mining, and he had all these wires going to somebody's electric on top of a building, and the guy's
Wow.
electric bill was getting too high, so eventually they caught all the wires going to these graphic cards and the mining.
That's crazy.
So hopefully he put
Respect the
enough
hustle.
away crypto to bail himself out of jail, because I'm sure that's not going to be cheap.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I know there's like some huge crypto thing going on with some popular streamers.
Oh, I
And-
saw that.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it to be like,
either.
hey, but I know it's happening. It's something with a kids.
Yeah, everybody
kids
was talking
charity.
about it, and I was just like, I don't watch that many bigger streamers. So I don't really know. Like I knew like who one of them were, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah,
okay. But I did hear about that.
yeah, I'm gonna research that a little bit. But what I know about it, it's like it was a kids charity that
Did
they
they
were
steal
using
the
for something
funds?
else. Yeah, they were like stealing the funds for it. Like a lot of big streamers.
Wow.
So that's like the outline that I know about, but I don't know how they did it. I don't really know to like how they got people to donate or any of that. I just know it's like somehow through cryptocurrency they were
That's crazy.
able to do it. Yeah.
Especially being such a bigger personalities and not thinking you're gonna get caught.
Yeah. I don't even know who found out, but that's kind of messed up. It's like millions of dollars.
Well, they just ruined their entire career now.
We'll see. These people on Twitch, I don't know how they get away with a lot of this a lot of
True.
stuff.
They did get kicked out of FaZe though.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made it very clear they do not condone or they no longer associate with them. I'm pretty positive. I saw the thing on Twitter that
What's
they
your reason?
posted.
They'll show up somewhere else in a hot tub, and everything will be okay.
A peanut butter hot tub though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
a bit of a hot
that
tub.
was the coolest stream I ever saw. So what somebody did, they got like a like tiny inflatable pool, like maybe this big, and they put a jar of peanut butter in there, and they said hot tub stream with peanut butter, and people were donating, people were watching it. I mean,
Wow.
people just must have been bored. That's
I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong.
What brand peanut butter was it?
Was
so
it crunchy or
So
smooth?
Jif.
smooth, and I think it was
That
a
I've been Peter
brand.
Pan. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
These are
Their
the real
stocks
questions.
just went up.
Jeez.
You know, Noof, you and I should maybe do a hot tub peanut butter stream. You could put like a jar of jelly. I'll get some peanut butter, and we just put the camera on that and dual stream it. We could probably, get some views.
You guys
See,
should
because-
buy a mini pool and put peanut butter and put your foot in it and just have a foot cam the entire time. Guaranteed, like success.
You know who all the viewers that are actually dogs at home, just like watching their like owners' computers with peanut butter. Yeah.
Imagine.
Maybe we'll do a hot tub stream on the Ultimate one day.
Yeah.
Have you
By the
guys
way,
seen
Back
that
from
guy
Dead
that
is
wears
gonna
the
be on
fake
the show.
boobs?
Yes.
Oh, hey, what?
He made
Yeah.
a joke out of it. Yeah, he
Mhm.
made a huge joke out
Yeah.
of it. Did they do
What'd I
anything
miss?
to him, or they allowed him to keep going?
He's been going for a while. He
Has
just
he?
gets in there and yeah. The
That's
last time we
crazy.
checked up on him, which I think was like 2 weeks ago, he was still going strong.
What are they doing? What is
He's putting on like fake boobs and what was an inflatable pool he was in. in
Yep.
an inflatable pool, like doing hot tub streams. hmm
Wow.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for like a disaster to happen because a lot of the streamers have those different lights behind them or Christmas lights, and if those things just
Oh,
fall in the
no.
pool, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
So like
just-
a Final Destination situation.
Mhm.
Best stream ever.
no, not the best stream
No.
ever.
Yeah, terrible stream.
That's when Twitch will finally ban those streams. They'll be like,
I
"Oh,
doubt
something."
it.
You don't think so?
No, you know how much money
No.
Twitch is making from that?
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, they're making a lot from these hot
A
tub
lot.
streams. Literally made the whole genre of it.
Yep. They have their own category now.
Wow.
That's why when
Literally.
people come in and they're like, "How do you feel about hot tub streams?" I was like, "I don't care. We are two different like audiences. I don't care."
That's somebody's hustle.
Yep. Get your bag. I don't care. We are not competing for viewers because the people that you're targeting are different than the people I'm targeting. I don't care.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I think Mama left.
Yeah, she
When-
said she.
Did you
had
just notice?
Yeah.
Did you not see? Oh,
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I
No.
didn't notice
Yeah.
until she was gone.
Oh. Yes,
So-
Mama and Midway had to head out.
V, I want to thank you for hanging out with us.
No,
Like,
thank you guys for having me.
You've been awesome. You are awesome. Is this your first podcast you ever been on?
No, I was swatted once and was
Oh,
on.
wow.
Yes.
Dang.
Yep. When I was on Mixer and I was on a Spotify podcast, but like a visual podcast, this is my first one yet.
Okay.
You know you haven't made it till you've been swatted, right?
Sorry that happened to you. That sucks.
You
Yeah,
know you would
that's-
think, but
You
they
know what?
they knocked on my door. They're like, "Who's the owner of this house?" And I was like, "Me." And they were like, "No, but who owns the house?" And I was like, "Me." And they're looking at me because I'm 4'11", and they're just like, "Are you sure you're an adult?" Like,
Oh man.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hate swatters. That whole
Yeah.
freaking thing. It's the worst.
I've never talked to anyone that actually ever been swatted before, but did that end quickly for you? Like, did they just leave you alone, or did
No.
they have to they have to search?
So I told you guys I stream in like a refinished garage, and we have cameras around the garage and in the front of the house. And so for somebody to knock on this door is very odd. And I was out here and I was in the middle of a stream, Fortnite, and I heard a knock on the door. And I was like, "Who is this?" Like, so I got up, like shut my camera off and everything, but my audio is still rolling. I have the clip somewhere. And I open the door and I'm greeted by like 7 police officers with guns to my head. Like, I'm like, what is going on? They're like, "Is this the address? Blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Yeah." They said we had a bomb threat here. And I'm like, still not like putting 2 and 2 together of like what's happening yet. And I was like, "Yeah, that's the address." They're like, are you sure it's this address?" And he was like, "Yeah, I see my neighbor like next door, like when they were doing rounds, they tackled him to the ground and held him at gunpoint." And I'm just like so confused on what's going on. And it happened to me and like several other Mixer streamers that night.
Wow.
Somebody had called in that we killed our mother. We
Whoa.
doused the house in gasoline and there was pipe bombs all over the house. So when I answered the door, he was kind of confused. I live in a very, very, very small town. So they don't even understand. Like when I told them I stream, they didn't understand what streaming was. So I'm telling them, I'm like, I'm outside, I'm streaming right now. Like, I don't want them to hear this, because if they're hearing it, that's what these people who are swatting want, is they want to see and they want to hear it. So I'm very thankful I shut my camera off. And we go in my house and he said, "Is there anybody else in the house?" And that's when I like got really scared because, I have a daughter. She's inside sleeping. And I'm sitting here like finally putting 2 and 2 together. And I was like, "I'm being swatted." And he said, "Excuse me?" And I said, "I'm being swatted." And I like kind of explained to him like what that meant, like in the streaming world. And he asked for my ID. And I was going to reach for my wallet. And in that moment, he was like, "You're moving too quick." And in that moment, like, you don't realize how much like your body movements and everything could get you shot and killed in a situation like that. You know what I mean? Because these people are coming in and they're fearful of their life too. They don't have any idea of what they're walking into. So they make their rounds. They're like, "Well, we don't smell gasoline." And I'm telling them, like, you know, like, you're not going to. This is what's happening. So they leave, they do their rounds, whatever. The next morning, I wake up, I come outside, I'm in my robe, I have my coffee, whatever. Haven't even looked at my phone. And the cop's doing rounds again. And he's like, "Hey, I just wanted to drive by and let you know that when we were patrolling the property, we pushed your cameras to the side. I just wanted to let you know to fix it." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." Whatever. I get on my phone and I look at Twitter, and I have a post on my Twitter wall with my address on it, asking me if I enjoyed the police at my address.
Oh
last
my.
night.
Wow.
Yep. So now I'm freaking out, obviously, because now, you know what I mean? In this podcast, it was so important for me to go on there and help people realize how little information people need to gain so much information about
Right.
you. I had my business email in my bio, which was my first and my last name. And they took that little bit of information. They got my address, my mom's address, my previous address, my addresses. So when I went on this podcast, like, the biggest thing I wanted to do was, you know, you can go onto these websites and you can have that information removed. You can request for that information to be removed. And there's like 7 or 8 websites, and it's a pain in the butt, but anybody can Google your name and find out where you live. You know what I mean? You're not safe. And I think people don't realize when you're streaming and you're giving out specific details of your real life, people who don't care are taking this information and using it to hurt you. So I had to ultimately go down to the police station again, bring in the articles and let them know, like, "Hey, this is what's happening. It happened to 5 other people." And when he read over the story, he's like, "That's the exact story we got about you." And I just told him, I said, "Is there any way you could like put my name and my address in the system? So if you ever get any calls like this again, like, call me before you show up. If I don't answer, you're more than welcome to show up. But I'm scared it's going to happen again." So they would come into my stream for a couple days after that and like harass me. And I made it to where like I always had mods in there, and my mods were just banning them immediately. And the moment that they realized they weren't getting the attention they wanted from me, they moved on. But they ended up catching, it was a group of 6 people. 3 of them were UK based, 4 of them are US based. The ringleader was in the UK, and they ended up catching like 2 of them, but the 2 that they got would not give information about who was doing it all.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is the story.
It was scary. It was terrifying because, you know, like, you know what I mean? I'm not ninja. You only hear about this stuff happening to like bigger streamers. And the only reason why I was a target that night was because I was on Mixer's featured page, the main wheel, and I had my camera on the one time. The one time I had my camera on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm sorry
happened to you.
that. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you.
It was an experience, but now I'm very careful. Very careful. And I encourage everybody, like, your online persona should stay your online persona. Always. Your business email should be your online persona. Any type of information, your online persona. Because it's scary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you
Yep.
for sharing that, because I think that's something that, you know,
That's
a lot
something
of
people need to definitely hear.
Yeah, it is.
Well, people always just have it in their head that it's not going to happen to them. And that's just not the case at all. Because
Right.
I used to have that mentality. That's not the case. Mm-mm.
Anything you do can be tracked, so gotta be careful.
The internet is forever. The internet is infinite. anything that you put out there can stay out there.
Right.
Well, yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us, V.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. Like
Absolutely.
I definitely had crazy experiences, but not to that level. In terms of like online, like I remember back in the day, there was this one hacker guy. His name was Deluder,
No,
and
no.
he had a whole group of hackers, and they played Halo and some other games. And I was actually running a tournament league back then, called Halo XTL, and it was doing very well. Like hundreds of players are joining my league and stuff like that. And then he wanted to join, and I was like, no. So what he did was he would DOS my site every single day. He made it so I couldn't go online. He made it so my internet provider didn't want to protect the website anymore, because it was too expensive to keep trying to, I don't know, protect
Provide
that website
protection?
or provide protection for that website. So
Yeah.
I had to shut my whole league down, and he made it. And I'm surprised I never seen this like around on YouTube or anything. I guess Halo 1 wasn't like very popular online, but it was still kind of crazy. He made
Yeah.
it so no one can play Halo online in general. Like anyone who started a server, he would go in there, put a smiley face, and shut it down.
Why?
Just because, I don't know.
Bored?
Yeah. So there are definitely people out there who just they have some sort of sense of power. They feel like they can do stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of pathetic.
It's crazy that people just don't realize the repercussions their actions could have.
Yeah.
You know, what if that night, like, you might think it's funny watching me get swatted, but little do you know, one wrong movement, I could have been shot dead for my daughter to come out and fine.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
you people just don't think about the bigger picture when they make stupid decisions.
Yeah, I those things are not funny at all, because when
Mm-mm.
you're in that
There's been people who
situation-
actually have died from it.
Yep.
It's scary.
Yeah. They need to like really kind of hammer down on some of the people who are swatting.
They're trying
sometimes...
to make it, I know when it happened to me, they were trying to make it to where it was a felony.
Yeah, they should. Honestly,
I 100% believe they should.
Yeah.
Because
you are literally like, you're putting someone's life in danger. Like that person, whoever did that, glad some of them got caught, but
no,
you are literally putting someone else's life in danger. Like, how's that a joke at that point?
Well, when we were talking about it, I was like, a lot of us are, and maybe not all of us, but some of us, we're pretty antisocial people. You know what I mean? We don't have run-in with the cops like that. So we don't know how to act. Like, we don't understand, like, our body movements shouldn't be quick, and our body language could be nervous, which is going to throw the cop off. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many factors that play into it that a lot of us don't have experience with. Like, I've never been arrested. Never even been I've got a traffic ticket. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us don't understand, like, don't reach for something. Don't act nervous, like, act normal. Like,
even with that experience, it doesn't matter.
No, it's still terrifying.
It doesn't matter. It's just the fact that someone has a weapon pulled, period.
On you? Yeah. Yep. I had 7 pistols, which the one other guy that also got swatted that night, he got lucky because he had an actual SWAT team show up to his house, and the only thing that saved him was his mom is the one that answered the door.
Wow.
Yep. He had AR-15s pointed at him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. Back in the days of like AOL and MIRC, I don't know if you remember those days, V, if it was around, but there used to be like different hacking groups back then too, and it wasn't necessarily like what people do today with swatting and whatnot, but back then, I actually got into an argument with his nickname was Bomber, but he was Canadian and he was a really, really good hacker. And he had connections at AT&T, Bell Atlantic at the time, all these companies. And what he did was he rerouted 911 to my mom's phone line. So she was getting calls nonstop about emergencies, and there was nothing that we could do about it. So she had to call the police station, and they came out, and it took like they took like a 2-hour statement about what happened, and then they had to spend a few hours to try to reroute the calls back and call the phone company because they had actually changed my mom's phone number to be a government 911 account.
People
So
not realize that they're potentially letting people die
that
from doing
guy,
that.
he did not care. Yeah, he had no feelings whatsoever about that. He just thought it was hilarious when he did it.
Yeah.
And then he sent me messages on AOL and MIRC the next day saying, "Oh, how'd you like all those phone calls you got?" I was like, "Yeah, you're an ass," you know. I said more than that,
Yeah. No.
but it was terrible.
People
No.
just don't have conscience, or like, I don't know, maybe
They
their
ain't-
brain connection is
They
messed
ain't never
up.
had nothing happen to them before.
Mm-mm.
They ain't never had consequences for real. That's
Nope.
why they don't fear them.
Or they're sociopaths and they just don't have feelings.
That too.
Probably.
Some people are also just angry at the world and looking for ways to take it out on people, right? So it's
Whatever they're
there's a lot of
dealing with.
sick. There's a lot of sick out there, right? So you just try and be good, and we're hopefully nothing bad comes to you.
And that's why I don't like people.
Can't blame you. Can't blame you on
This
that.
is why I started ordering my groceries online. So I don't
Walmart
use
grocery
people.
pickup. Oh yeah, let's go.
I do Kroger.
They're
It's so much
they're doing free
easier.
delivery now for Walmart. Yeah,
Yeah,
free
I
delivery.
just DoorDash
Unlimited
like, all
free
the time.
delivery.
Um,
Yes, I
DoorDash
got
is
it
like
dropped.
crack,
It's not
man.
bad.
Yeah, I love DoorDash.
Paris says in the chat in March 2019, a California man was sentenced to 20 years in prison for carrying out a fatal 2017 swatting.
Oh, good. It should have been
Good.
longer.
Yeah, he should
But-
he should die too. He
That's
got
crazy.
somebody killed. A life
Yeah.
for a life, an eye for an eye. You know,
Yeah, that's insane.
It's not funny.
And peanut butter train is something I knew I can burn out. What? 3-bit in the peanut butter train? What is he talking to? Yeah, but that stuff is crazy.
see you later, finest. It was nice
Bye.
meeting
See you
you.
later, guys. I gotta head out. Thank you.
Later, bro.
Okay.
Later, man.
Why did I say
Um,
finest?
Infinite.
I don't have my glasses on.
Because he is the finest. He is the finest
There you
man in
go.
all of arcades.
Yes.
Well, Infinite, before you drop, you want to tell people where they can find you?
Yes, you got you guys Tuesday. Other than today, on Tuesday, 7:00 on Retro Renegades.
Oh.
And of course on the Twitter, same way, ENFI and 3T. All right. Everybody have a wonderful night. Enjoy yourself.
Have a
and
good
be
rest of
safe,
your night.
guys.
Enjoy the
Thank
rest of your
you.
week.
Yes.
You too.
Yeah, have a good one.
For Midway Monster, you can catch him Midway 8 Monster on Twitter. PK, you can catch him PKX Live on Twitter, and he also has his own YouTube channel. He's gonna start doing some DC stuff. We got on the DC press list, so he's excited about that. And
Are you guys going to Comic-Con?
I actually might.
Yeah,
I might.
I am.
Yeah.
I want to. I want to
Yeah.
so bad.
Do
I
you
went
like
to E3
comics?
and that was great.
I have a lot of horror comics. My husband used to wrap my Christmas presents in old comics.
Oh,
It's pretty neat.
nice.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. I've only been to one Comic-Con. It was like a small one here. Like a really small one. That's where I got a lot of the horror, like signed and autographed posters. Very small, but very, very, very cool to experience. And I can only imagine like experiencing the one in California. Like how crazy it would be.
Yeah, this
I-
this
Yeah, go
year at San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel and DC Studios will not be there.
Is it because of COVID?
Oof.
I'm not sure. That's a good question, Paris. So Paris in the chat, by the way, he is somebody that is on this channel frequently. He is the admin of the largest official Marvel Cinematic Facebook universe group.
Okay.
It's like an official Marvel one with Marvel people in there,
Mhm.
and he also during the day he works for Xbox on Project xCloud.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he hangs out with us a lot. He's a really cool dude. We did a massive giveaway stream.
He's all right.
Listen to Mav over there. That's it.
I'm
You're
kidding.
in Paris'
I'm kidding,
block
Paris.
list now, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's awesome. I feel like you guys all have cool jobs.
Yeah.
What did
Not this guy. No.
what did
Not me.
no?
3-bit. Oh, come on, dude. Whatever.
You're lying.
That's the biggest. Like,
Didn't
3-bit has.
PK say he did like cybersecurity or
Yeah,
something like that?
PK works.
PK's like
Yeah,
a cybersecurity
PK does
thing.
cybersecurity. Works.
3-bit has
for,
like 20 jobs, and each one of them is awesome. So like, he's like an animator. He does work for game companies and
That's awesome.
also for TV shows and movies and all this kind of stuff. And he's saying his doesn't have a cool job. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
actually awesome.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
What
I
do you
did,
do, 3?
Well, I did stuff for Ubisoft. That's why I didn't say anything in that
Nice.
topic.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. I'm doing stuff with Ubisoft again, man. By the way.
Oh, nice.
And I just do animations and different graphic designs for different companies.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I teach
Yeah.
animation.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, lots of jobs.
That's really
He's
cool.
also a teacher of kids. Teaches
Bless
art.
your soul.
The art
Bless your
school.
soul.
This guy, he's just like too perfect.
I know, and
I can't.
he's even been to Pinecrest Studios. Acts like it's no big deal. It's only where WandaVision was filmed.
Jeez.
I stole their tree in front of Wanda's house to use for our set,
Yeah.
which is
That's
nice.
awesome. That's really awesome.
It's fun times.
Well, it was really
Yeah.
nice meeting you guys, and I
Yeah,
appreciate
you
you
too.
guys having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Dude,
B, I
Good job,
posted
guys.
your Twitter link in the chat before, but I don't know
Thank
if you want
you.
to tell people where they can find you.
Everything is just iMrsVoorhees. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, everything is all the same. I don't think I'm going live tonight. I'm really tired. I've been up since 6 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Um,
for hanging out with
yeah.
us this
Yeah,
long.
no, thank
and-
you guys so much for having me. This was
Yeah.
so fun. I will go watch a Marvel movie, I promise.
Harris, you hear that? Maybe she might join the Marvel Cinematic Facebook group. We got like 500.
Yeah, send me a link. What is it
I
called?
will do. It's a Marvel Cinematic Facebook group. Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And it's the one that says Marvel Official, not the Greek Orbit one he's trying to copy, but it's the official Marvel one.
There's like 12 of them.
So
This
I
one-
have a mission for you for Marvel, okay? Because I being somebody that hasn't seen any of these Marvel movies, I would find it fascinating for somebody to have this experience. Okay,
All right. Let's
watch
hear it.
Iron Man, okay, and then watch Avengers Endgame, and let that be the only 2 Marvel movies that you watch. And I'm curious what you could possibly fill the gaps in between those 2 movies with your imagination.
It's
All right.
like 20.
So Iron Man and then Endgame.
Iron Man and then Endgame. So basically, it's like
The beginning and the
the
end.
beginning and the culmination of like the first
All
3
right.
phases.
I'll
of the
watch
MCU.
them and then I'll come back to you guys and I'll tell you what I think happens. I'll come up with my
Yeah.
own story.
There's a lot
Nice.
that you're going to
It's like
miss.
20, 30 movies in
Yeah.
between that.
Yeah,
I'll make
I-
up my own story and we'll see how close I can
There
get.
you go. That
Paris
would be great.
Paris disagrees with you, Mav. He says start from the beginning.
Well,
No, it's a
Iron
lot.
Man
I mean,
is the first like MCU.
I've seen bits and pieces of
movie.
Iron Man. Bits and pieces.
Right.
yeah. So
But I've never sat down and like fully indulged in a Marvel movie ever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-mm.
Well, Mav, where can we find you?
Oh, you're doing the outros now? Okay.
I
Hey
don't
guys,
know.
you can check me out on Twitter at Fun Speculation. Also on YouTube, Fun Speculation, where we have Xbox Ultimate Podcast. It's Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night, Back from Dead, who just won the $50 gift card, is going to be our guest on that podcast. We feature 3-Bit, and the Magnificent Seven is going to be there as well. Super fun times Friday nights on Xbox Ultimate. Also, Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Fun Pop culture, movies, TV shows, Marvel, DC, comic books, more podcast. That's in the same channel. And hey, this was fun. Great conversations. Got a little heated there when I was ragging on the Switch a little bit. Sorry about that to anybody that's Nintendo lovers out there. I want better. And hey, clowns, where can everybody find you, sir?
Wait, did we do 3-Bit yet?
No, he doesn't
Yeah.
deserve one. He just he has like 20 jobs, and you can find him. You can find him at any one of those jobs, and you can find him in all the credits of everything that you're playing right now or watching.
I wish.
3-Bit, yeah. Where can everybody find you, since we're taking turns doing outro stuff?
Everyone can follow me on Twitter. It's the VGHD. Is my Twitter. My YouTube is the Video Games HD. There's a video that's going to be up probably tomorrow, where I'm talking about the Unreal Engine 5 and my experience with it and some other stuff. I am on several different podcasts. On this one when I can. I'm on Xbox Ultimate every Friday. Fun Pop, the mug that he had, the comic book show. We move that to Thursdays, like forgetting the days. And then Xbox Factor, podcast with Mr. Boomstick, every Tuesday at 12 o'clock. So those are the shows you guys can find me on. But I'm mostly on Twitter if you guys want to talk or chat.
Oh, you're not gonna hand it over to me now. You're not gonna be like, clowns, where can we find
Well,
you?
Yes. Sorry about that. Carlo, where can we
Thank
find you? What platforms you're on? Talk about yourself. Where can we find you?
4GQ TV. And then we're gonna be doing an MCU after show. We do interviews, and you can find me on Twitter at Italian Clowns. And also, hopefully, again, I get to do another Wired article. That was fun. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys for the good conversations.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Awesome conversations. Awesome people in chat. Thank you guys for coming. All that good stuff. And V, thanks
Yeah,
so
thank
much
you guys for having me.
That was
Absolutely.
awesome.
To everybody in chat, thank you for stopping by, and see you next time.